Well, you're never on your own, guys.
What is up, fellow nerds, and welcome to Not Your Status Quo. Tonight, we are talking House of the Dragon, Season 3 premiere. Got a ton to talk about before we get into all of that. Dave, Doug, and Chris, how you doing, gentlemen?
Keith, I am fan-freaking-tastic. Doug, how are you doing tonight?
I don't know. I can't see me.
Oh, boy.
Douglas!
Oh, boy.
I see.
Oh, yeah,
I
Doug's
see a
not there.
third of you.
Oh, boy. I am
Kinda
all messed
separated.
up tonight.
Well, let's
Hey, there we
you
go.
That's not water in his cup, guys.
Yeah. So then I says to this guy, you want me?
Okay. All right. Team me up again, Dave.
Doug, how are you doing tonight? I just wanted to get right into it really fast.
Well, Dave, let me tell you, I am outstanding. Did you guys know that KFC has a Supergirl themed meal?
I did know that.
No, I didn't. I'm going to have to go.
They do.
Try it.
Blue drink, and I got the adult toy meal. Thank you very
Okay.
Oh,
much.
nice.
Oh, is that a
So,
thong?
What
is
did
that?
what did they get me? What kind of prize? I got
An ounce
that
of weed?
guy girl thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's her little sidekick.
One
Oh,
person.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
All
person
right.
with the Y in the name.
I didn't even know that. Like I had got, they put a little toy in there with it, and so I'm eating my little chicken, some fries and stuff. I'm like, what the hell is that underneath this paper? And I'm like, I got a toy.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I won't say no.
Well, you can put it on the bookshelf behind you.
Oh yeah, I should do that.
Certainly can. Yeah, it's that girl. That girl right there from the comics.
Ruthie.
And remember, that's this week, folks. We will be doing that this Thursday.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can't
Yeah,
wait
we
for
got our
that.
tickets.
Shameless plug.
That's right.
But Chris, sir, how are you doing?
Oh, guys, I am fantabulous Mr. Marvel Matthews here. Doing great. Glad to be talking to you guys again. Sorry I couldn't make it on for the Overlord discussions, but happy to be talking about some hot D here on Not Your Status Quo. So,
Can't get enough hot
Keith,
heat.
can't get enough. So Keith, how are you doing?
Gentlemen, I am tremendous because we are about to be injected with enough hot D to fill our entire.
Right.
Oh, it's gonna be hours.
Do I need to
long
sign a
hot
waiver
D.
for this?
We are too immature to be reviewing this show.
We have lost all control here.
Just in case somebody gets injured, we have to sign a waiver.
I
Oh
know.
Lord.
Woo!
But,
Ugh.
gentlemen, House of the Dragon Season 3 kicked off with a little episode entitled Sea or Salt and Sea, Fire and Blood.
Yeah.
It was a really
all of those
slow
things happened.
episode without a
All of
lot of
those
things
things.
Yeah.
at all.
Not
You
much
got
happened.
all of them. Yeah. A lot of setup, not a lot of action. You know,
Yeah, it was pretty
typical,
boring. I was pretty
premiere.
much this the whole
Yeah.
time.
right?
I did
Yeah.
thoroughly enjoy, though, Sheepstealer being,
Oh yes.
well, I won't say he was broken, but let's say he acquired a rider. And
Yeah.
it was funny because she was, freaking out the whole time, a little worried about it. And he takes her up to that mountaintop and she's not sure what's going
Yeah.
on. He comes up, here's a couple sheep
Here's
for us.
some-
Yeah.
And he throws it to her and she's like, and
Yeah.
she's like, okay, I broke this one. I'm good. We can take it into battle. But we'll get to
Right.
that a little bit later.
I
Like-
when they first showed him on screen and he just torches that sheep that he had just stolen,
Yep.
the first thing out of my mouth was like, I think he overcooked that one.
They like him
he's just
charcoal
like
burnt.
blasting it with fire.
Yep.
And I'm trying to look at the screen and I'm like, okay, my eyes are bad, but I don't see any sheep anymore.
Yeah.
What is there left for him to eat?
He likes them extra crispy. So
I also
the
love
crunch.
the fact that they gave him like a huge underbite to just add to
Yeah,
the
Yeah,
sauce.
he did
I
have an
noticed
underbite. I love it.
I
Like,
noticed
his
that,
design
yeah.
is so different from the other dragons too.
Same.
It's like, this is great.
I
Yeah,
know,
he's
I
just
love it
like
so
your-
much.
Well, they
your
do give
hillbilly uncle.
They do give a good
Right.
personality to each dragon. You know, like
They do.
Aemond's
Yeah.
dragon is a lot different. It's really well done how the amount of
Mm-hmm.
design work they put into that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Oh no, we're starting early on that.
Yeah.
It's like he brings the sheep up and he says, "Hey, I cooked. I have
Yeah.
one."
I'm cooking.
Just to let you know, out in YouTube, Grandmaster Yoda 101. In this show, I should have been. Made this show 10 times better, I would. Very true. And then a M Trusslerful gives us a Hot D with.
That's my
Hot
wife.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah.
Love you, baby.
Some peaky face.
Yeah.
Yes, this is a family show, people. Family show.
Yeah. I know. I was telling my wife that we were discussing Hot D tonight. So
And she joined us early. Excellent.
it's like, wow, I will come in right on
So
time.
is she
Oh,
a
that
pretty
one.
big she a Game of Thrones fan too?
Yes. Yeah, we both are. So that's
Excellent.
one we're watching together. We watch everything
Very
together.
cool.
So what am I saying? Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, that is.
I know. She's an ultimate geek. One of the reasons why I married her. So
Boom.
Yeah, I had to watch it by myself. No one in my house will watch it.
I
okay.
think it's all quiet.
I was in the basement, little tears running down
Yeah.
my cheek as all the kids and
We're-
the mom are upstairs dancing and partying.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh, jeez.
who wants to watch some
I
Hot
know.
D? And they were like, "Get out of here, you weirdo.
God. Oh, God.
House of the
What are you-
Dragon.
What are you
House of the
talking?
Dragon."
What's in the-
Stay in the basement.
It was nice. They did lock the door to the basement, but they have been shoving pancakes under the door for me. So I'm not starving
Good.
yet.
Good deal.
It's good.
Excellent.
But we do see Aegon and Larys traveling in their little dove hut or crow hut.
Or the crow's nest. Or
Yeah.
yeah.
Really strange, but they get captured by some guards loyal to Rhaenyra, and they're kind of questioning them. And they're about to
Usurper.
Yeah.
they're about to kill him. And Rhaenyra says, "Hey, this is Aegon.
Yeah.
We're much better as hostages
Let's
than bodies."
just reveal you
and he's
all of
like,
it.
yes, you are. Let's get some.
And the whole time, the prince is,
Hey.
what are you doing? No, he's
I know.
crazy. Don't listen to him.
Aegon the Burned.
I'm no one important.
I really feel
Yeah.
bad for Larys's his people and everything that came with
Yeah.
him. All of
And,
his assistants.
What of these people? Are they important?
Nah.
They are of no consequence.
Not
I
even
thought
a
that
bit.
was
Oh,
really, really neat.
Yeah, and then we find Alicent coming back to King's Landing, knowing her plan is going to play out perfectly, no hitches at all
Without a hitch.
in this plan.
Yeah.
And
Right.
the king wants to see you. Not that way. Let's go to the.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and
Throne
Aemon
room.
is on the Iron Throne. Aren't you supposed to be in Harrenhal, young man?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Well, Doug was really happy about what she did later. We'll get to that in a minute. He was so
Yeah.
excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
but he does inform his mother that Aegon has abdicated the throne.
Abdicated.
He's the new king. And she does say, "Hey, you should really seize Harrenhal. It's a good. I'm worried about you. They got all these dragons."
I like this crazy dude's the night before, when he's looking for his brother, and he's ready to just like execute this dude for treason until somebody talks him down. No, my liege, that's not what happened. Like, I saw him leave with Larys. This guy doesn't know what happened.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the high
And, then,
step.
and so he's just like, once he finally like realizes, oh, okay, and he just walks away. This poor
I know.
traumatized
I know.
guy who's about to be beheaded for nothing.
I was almost expecting him to just chop his head off anyways.
I was too.
Yeah, I
I
did
really thought
too.
he would just be like,
Yeah.
oh well, I'm already here.
Oh well, I'm here.
Well, he did say
Yeah,
I
it
could
was
make it
all set
clean
up.
or I could make this difficult. So yeah, I expected him to just do a clean cut for his troubles at that point.
Yeah. I mean, how do you go to bed after that? You don't. You're up for
no.
the rest of the day.
Nope. you immediately pack your bags and you're
Your
like,
bags and
I
get
knew I
out.
shouldn't live in King's Landing. This was a terrible idea.
Like, King's Landing is not for me. I'm out.
I bet
No.
Harrenhal is nice this time of year. Perhaps
Yeah.
I'll live.
All right.
Yeah, I bet that's going to be a real nice place to hang out.
All right.
But with this happening and her understanding a change is coming, she does forge a letter from Aemond, sending it to Ormond
Yeah.
Hightower, basically saying, stay where you're at for right now.
Mm-hmm.
We need you there
Yep.
more than we here because she needs King's Landing to be open. So, you know,
Rhaenyra.
the queen.
Yeah, this
can-
definitely throws a wrench in her gears, considering like the discussion that she had with Rhaenyra was okay. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to open the gates. I'm going to give you my my son. Everything is going to be copacetic. You take back over King's Landing, and she gets there. Her pawn isn't there for her.
Not there. Yep.
Her psycho son is on the throne. Like, whoa! It's been like a couple of days. What the hell?
Yeah.
Who did you murder now?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that would be the, if I'm sure that is the first thought that crossed her mind. Like,
Yeah.
you killed your brother. Okay.
Right. I know at this point, how does she know he didn't kill her? She has no proof
Yeah.
that
He's just not
Aegon is
there.
actually alive,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably no one knows at this point. But
Mhm.
and
And
think,
of note, guys, Aegon is headed over
To
to
season 4?
Dragonstone.
yes.
So-
Well, and I was just going to say,
Yes, probably.
wait till he arrives there, and she's
Mhm.
like, "Wait, I was promised you'd be at King's Landing for me."
Mm-hmm.
And with the other things that are going on, we'll talk about Rhaenyra. It's not Rhaenyra. Rhaenyra, thank you.
Rhaenyra.
And how things might go after that, because we do see that Daemon has defeated Jason Lannister's forces, and the Winter Wolves,
Yeah,
led by
I love
Roderick
them so
Dustin,
much. Yes.
show
Mhm.
up because he was about to chase him because they needed Jason Lannister dead. And, well, the Starks took care of that for him. The Winter Wolves, they toss his head to him, and they're all good with that.
Yeah.
They've got some like major Viking vibes going on.
Yeah, they do.
Well,
Yep, the Stark
that,
stuff I'm
and
good.
I think they talked about it last season a little bit. These are all the older Starks. The younger stay
The old guard.
to
Yep.
carry
I remember
the name,
that now.
and
yeah.
these are the ones who are like willing to die for the cause and
Yep.
protect the names and stuff. So there was a lot of like
Yep.
older guys there. I was like, that's a nice little touch. They
Yeah.
hired some older actors and made sure that it looked like the old guard, from the north. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Battle-hardened warriors from the north.
Yeah, I forgot all about that. I remember in the last season, now that you bring that up about them, promising all the old people, I remember thinking at the time, that's kind of insulting. They're basically just saying,
It's
here's
not.
our leftovers.
Yeah.
I was wrong. I stand corrected.
Yep.
That seems to be the best possible promise they could have offered.
Yep.
Their most battle-hardened, ain't got nothing to lose
No.
warriors.
No. And the Starks in this story, I've read the book, so they are a heavy player in the rest of the story for this.
Okay.
So yes,
Good.
I
I'm
did
glad
not know
for
that.
But we do have
Yeah.
another comment from Grandmaster Yoda. Left my family, I did. Left Grogu to din, I have. Killed Yaddy, Dooku did. Yeah, that
Yaddle,
was-
yeah,
Battle.
Yaddle. Yeah, I can't read. You guys know this.
fiddle faddle, yaddle.
That would be funny if that's how George came up with the name. Now, what is
I
what is
wouldn't-
it? You had us make a female Yoda puppet.
Mm.
What's her name?
Oh, one of these fiddle faddle.
Yeah.
How about yaddle?
Right.
Write it down.
Yes. Write that down.
We'll replace it later with something else. Nope.
Didn't get around to it.
It'll be a placeholder. But then we see Adam, Hugh, and Ulf waiting to ambush Aemon at Harrenhal with their three dragons. And a witch shows
Talking
up.
about lordship and castles and
that was a great
you know
conversation.
whether
I was-
being a knight. Yeah.
Well, she promised me a
Take
castle.
good note of that, guys.
She didn't
Yeah.
promise you a castle. She said
She'd
you'd
be
be
a
a
knight.
knight. You
What
don't
does
get
a
a
knight give
castle
me?
when you're a knight.
No, you don't.
That was one of my favorite conversations. I
Right?
love that he just keeps coming back to like, well, I mean, you're gonna have a title and they'll give you a horse. What do I need a horse for? I've got a dragon. Oh,
I
well,
know.
you're gonna get lots of beautiful women. Yeah, a castle would do that too.
Castle will do that too. Yeah.
I get a lot
I'm
more with a
sitting there-
castle.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there like I'm agreeing with this dude.
Mhm.
I'm like, yeah, he's right, man. He just wants a
Yeah.
roof over his head. Like,
I remember last year thinking, well, not last year. Geez, I don't know how long it's been, but I was
I
thinking
know.
Ulf. That was like Ulf was an oaf. He was just like
A little
yeah,
bit.
he was
Yeah.
kind of
Mhm.
annoying, And now he was funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
mhm.
But take note of that, guys, for future reference, because
Okay.
if he is really wanting a castle, it sounds like his allegiances might sway a bit at some point.
Mm.
I thought
shall
From a
see.
the
lowborn
way
to a dragon rider to nobleman.
the way Adam was talking to him and being like, "You're a knight, sir, or you will be a knight," and that a lot of honor in that, and he was like, "I don't really care about honor. I want a
Yeah,
castle,
he doesn't.
and I want
Yeah.
a
Mhm.
rocket car, and I want."
I know.
You know what Ulf said? Ulf said, "You know what's better than honor? Inner."
Oh, Dave, family show.
Oh, jeez.
But of course, a witch shows up, and she's.
What a segue. And of course, a witch shows up. The witches, they just show up.
And did you see the guy with the horns?
Yeah,
Was that a
Yeah,
green man?
it's sure like some goat thing.
the Green Man thing. Yeah, I think
Was it?
so. Yeah, because they are supposed to hunt the woods around there. There's like a lot of ghost stories and things that take place around Harrenhal.
Mhm.
Well, we
So,
saw
yeah.
one when Damon
Last
having his
season.
vision. Yes.
Yep.
And so I was like,
Mhm.
okay,
So we
they're
see it
starting
again
to
here.
pop up a little more. I wonder if that's going to play a role
Might.
down the line. Yeah. And then, of course, Triarchy engages the Valerian fleet at the Gullet. And
Yeah,
of
the
course,
Battle of the Gullet.
they're like, we're going to send some ships to high tide because nothing's going to
Oh,
make
yeah.
the sea snake more
Yeah.
upset than burning his castle and stealing his treasures.
Mhm.
Seriously, that genius move by
And
those the Triarchy.
I like how they're sort of kind of repeating the same storyline, or at least a similar enough storyline as what happened towards the end of Game of Thrones with oh my gosh, what's the one dude who Cersei was pretending to be engaged to?
Euron Greyjoy.
Euron Greyjoy, yeah, him.
Oh yeah.
He's all like, "Hey, man, Euron, what are you doing? Aren't you supposed to be?" No, I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
do my own thing. I'm gonna take this route. I'm gonna take out these people. And it's like, I don't know what it is with like the pirate mindset in this world
Yeah.
to just be like, I know what I was told to do. I'm gonna do this
Yeah.
instead.
You're right, because pirates are usually boss me around.
Law-abiding,
please.
following
Tell
the
me
rule.
what to
Yeah.
do. I am going to do
Okay.
the letter of the law to the thing I signed.
Yeah.
Fair.
Ask Sir Davos if they obey, even when they get paid.
Right.
Hmm. Yeah. No honor there.
Well, of course, if she had,
No common
She-
sense.
she wanted vengeance against the sea snake. She
Oh yeah.
had-
It was all about the sea snakes.
She could care less
Mhm.
about the Lannisters. She could care less
This is
about.
a family show, guys.
All about Corlys. Yeah.
But also
Hot D and
it-
sea snakes.
sort of kind of teeny tiny in her defense. Even Corlys was like, towards
Teeny
the end of
tiny
it all,
season.
he's like, all she wants is me. And it's like,
Yeah.
she kind of wants to burn down your house, dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
she did.
it's not all about you. It's a
Well,
little
it
bit
was.
about
She
you.
wanted to burn down the house to get back at him. It was really
Mhm.
about him.
was
Burning
under-
down the house.
He was dead set.
Yeah.
He really thought, if I, sail this way, she'll follow me.
And she did. Yeah. He was like, and they'll be leaderless, and yeah, all her attention will be on me. So that was a smart move too from
Yes,
Corlys.
Yes.
Oh, he knew what he was doing, and yeah, he could
Oh, yeah. Oh, my.
steer the straits and get through it. And
I
Oh, that
love
was
that.
beautiful.
Masterful. And that's,
That
that is
seafaring
something
abilities.
that's something that I constantly forget in any kind of any kind of show that has like older naval ships and everything, like how much work and effort goes into, okay, I need
Oh,
you
yeah.
over there, you need to pull that rope, you need to raise that sail, you need to lower that one, you need to turn that rudder, get the oars out, pull the oars in. And there's like
Mhm.
so much, and it is so involved. And I was just like, holy crap. Like, and when you look at a full operational, boat like that, it's like,
Mhm.
oh yeah, that does make a sense why they would need so many hands to operate this thing.
Yeah.
But I loved his calm demeanor, like talking that one guy through. He's like, okay, now just ease into it. All right, now turn a little bit to the left. You know what? Tell
Yep.
you what, you're doing a great job, but let me handle it from here.
Yeah.
You know what?
And
You
they
were
use
doing a great
use
job.
a term here, larboard.
Uh-huh.
And if you're familiar with nautical terms, I was in the Navy, so I
am
know all
not.
this. Like, so you got port and starboard are the
Mhm.
two terms, but apparently, like back in the day, they used larboard instead of port because larboard, and they changed it because larboard sounds too much like starboard and everything. So the left side of the ship was larboard, and starboard is the right side of the ship. So when you're saying more to the larboard, that means he was tilting left with the ship. So
Just like to say
we get-
on YouTube, West of Westeros said howdy,
Oh, hey.
West of Westeros, and
Wow.
sent a highlighted
Sheepstealer.
comment. Greenman,
Whoa!
Alicent kiss,
That is nice.
bunch of emojis, and Sheepstealer. We
Yes.
talked a little
Oh,
Sheepstealer
Sheepstealer.
at the start, and we will talk about that wonderful
Mhm.
dragon yet again. Oh, and West of Westeros is ex-army, and
Ah.
Doug
So am I.
is ex-army, and I am I'm a Marine, because once a Marine, always a
We got
Marine.
him.
You guys
Yeah.
are, ex. So Doug's just upset because his
Yep.
sister and father were also Marines, so he
Mm-hmm.
knows just the greatness, and
He doesn't look upset.
Keith, if you don't knock it off, I'm not going to give you your crayons for dessert.
you promised
Mhm.
me I could have them. You can't take them back now.
He absolutely can.
Ah!
Yes, and thank you for
Ah.
your service too, West of Westeros. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you for your service.
And of course, while all that's going on, Jace, who once again, don't make a mistake in any sort of Game of
Yeah.
Thrones, House of Dragon, he locks his mom up, who is going to go lend her dragon strength to the sea snake. Instead, he takes his dragon and his wife's dragon, and they head off to help fight. Well,
Yeah.
The
Question for
Triarchy
you
is
guys
ready for
before
the
we go into
draft.
that.
yeah, go.
What's up?
Do you guys think that Rhaenyra is going to execute that Queen's Guard for
I do.
upholding an order from her son, not the Queen? That
I
was
could
pretty
very
ridiculous.
much see her needing to do that
Mhm.
because it seems like it's constantly an uphill battle for her to assert her
Right.
authority. I mean, getting
Yeah.
anybody to do what she says and not just treat her like a figurehead and actually, take her ideas and put them into play and actually allow her to fight on behalf of the kingdom that she's trying to create, or the queendom, I guess. I'm not sure if that's, but either way, nobody seems to want to take her seriously. And that was like the biggest issue in season 2.
Right.
Is she had to get herself a new hand because hers was going over her head.
Yeah.
Like,
And she mentions it
That's a
during this
weird
time, like
growth
she's
spurt.
like, I'm trapped in this weak. I hate the way that she phrased it, honestly, because
Yeah.
women are not weak. But she was like, I'm trapped in this weak body, but I
I-
have the will of a man, or something similar.
I
to
think
that.
she
And I was like,
phrased it like that on purpose
I think she
because
did.
of
Yeah.
the fact
And-
that
I'm just saying, she is going to kill that guard because she
Oh, yeah.
has to
Yeah,
set
has
an
to.
example, especially with
Yes.
the things
Yeah.
that happen that
Exactly.
we're getting to. There's no way that
Mhm.
guard lives to see. He is going to be
yeah,
very publicly executed to make a point.
yeah, it's not even a
Another
matter of whether
donation
she
there, Keith,
wants
too, by
to.
the
Oh
way.
my gosh, West of Westeros. Another
Dude.
highlighted comment. We appreciate this so much. He said we could have handled the Battle of the Gullet better, military, although
Oh, yeah.
not Targaryen.
Way better.
Why no
I want to talk
medals?
about that when we get to it.
Rhaenyra
We
is
will.
pissed. Dragon Seed's gonna
Yes.
get the bat. Yeah, oh yeah. Lash minus
Yeah.
the betrayal. Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, and if you guys don't know from the book, it is not what's her name? Rhaena Targaryen, which is Daemon's daughter. It's not Rhaena Targaryen that it has Sheepstealer. It's this unknown character called Nettles. They don't know how she was able to tame it. Don't know if she's even of Targaryen blood or anything like that. But they changed it up for the show to make it Rhaena instead of Nettles.
But
Right.
did she even really tame it? I don't think she didn't appear to have any.
And that's the
control.
whole point.
Yes.
And that's the whole point of this show is it's an illusion that the Targaryens actually have control of these dragons. And we're starting to see that in the show.
And we do see too that the Triarchy is ready for these dragons. As soon as Jace appears on the horizon, she's bringing out the thing, and I was like, oh, how much damage is that going to do? And sticks it in dragon. It starts pulling it down, and of course she swoops down, cuts the rope, kind of saving the dragon that first time, and they're going back. They're burning the right ships. They're doing everything. And as she is coming back with Sheepstealer back to Dragonstone, she kind of sees what's going on and heads that way, thinking, I'm going to lend my strength to the fight.
Swoop in and save the day.
And what Chris was talking about,
whoopsie,
showing that they don't have full control over them, it saw a ship shoot at it, and it decided every ship was
everything is the enemy.
Everything. Yep.
And that is, I am so glad actually that happened, as like horrifying as it was. It just kind of goes to show every single time that we see the dragons used to attack, and if you've ever thought to yourself, well, how do the dragons know the difference? Well, they don't. It's up to that the person who's flying,
the High Valerian,
who's commanding them, whether they've got the right connection with the dragon, whether they trained enough to be able to tell them, okay, this is what we need you to Dracarys over, and this is what we don't. But if they're just wild dragons and you're leading them into battle, of course they're going to burn everyone and everything.
Yep, and West of Westeros says, I have a body of a woman, but a mind of a king. And I think she's going to show everybody just how strong and ruthless of a person she can be after, what we kind of know happens here. I've watched the episode 8 times this. Oh, wow. I'm a huge book nerd of the Song of Ice and Fire. I am a huge book fan of all of this too. I have not read these books yet because I wanted to wait for the show to come out. But
it's one book.
Right. Having read all of the Game of Thrones books, read,
Fire and Blood.
So good. But we see, Sheepstealer coming in and just bombarding everything. And of course, in the chaos, Jace what is his dragon's name again? You sent it to us and now I forget.
Vermax or
Ventar.
Yeah, Vermax.
Oh, name is Alex.
Vermax.
Awesome. Hey, West of Westeros says name is Alex. Introduce yourselves. I want to be a fan. Well, Alex, my name is Keith.
Good.
Below me,
I'm Dave.
Yep.
Vermax.
You're Vermax.
No. Yep, that's me.
Next to me is Doug, and then next to Keith is Chris.
Yep. Chris is actually from Fatherly Fandom, so
that's right.
He is.
Yeah, show me your shirt.
Yep. Keith. Got his shirt on tonight. He's got ours on, so definitely welcome you. We love good chats. We love people getting into the streams.
2 nerdy channels coming together.
That's right.
We do a lot of collaborations together, and I love these guys. This is our nerd community out there, guys. So,
man, Chris, we need some Captain Planet rings to let
Captain
our powers combine.
We'd have to create really cool names for them too, like nerdy names and everything. The power is yours.
We
turn into Nathan Fillion or something, or Alan Tudyk.
Pedantic corrections. Arguing on the internet. Buying variant covers of the same comic.
Funko Pops.
Tons of those.
Earth, water, wind, fire, heart. Thank you, West of Westeros. That's
merchandise.
I like this Alex guy. He's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But then, of course, oh my God, Vermax gets shot again, and there's no one coming to save
Poor
that
guy.
time.
Woo.
And of course,
my
in
gosh.
true
Moon Dance.
Game
Is it
of
Moon
Thrones
Dancer or
fashion,
Fashion.
he made the mistake of going there himself. And when he was in the water and he grabbed that board, I was like, oh, he's gonna
He's gonna be all
swim
right.
somewhere. He's gonna. And then
No. Yep.
I'm like, oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Yeah.
so loud when that happened. I was like, oh shit.
I mean, it makes so much sense that, that would happen. You're in the middle of a battle, of course.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be shooting at you. And I loved how real it felt. Not that I've
Yep.
seen anybody killed by arrows or anything, but man,
yeah.
did it feel realer than most deaths.
Well,
out
when
there.
he got hit and then he turned around, and I thought, all right, they're
Mm.
gonna see that it's him, and they're gonna nope.
Nope.
They
Bunk.
keep shooting at him.
Keep shooting.
Well,
Yeah.
think about it. I
Out.
mean, I would have done the same thing. That guy was riding a dragon. He's obviously
Mhm.
Targaryen. Let's take him out.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get
Yeah.
a bonus from our people, even though we broke the contract we signed. But hey, who knows?
Mhm.
Nobody knows that. Oh, and West of Westeros says, I'm 39 years old. I'm all y'all's language.
That's right.
Oh, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah. Next year, welcome to your 40s, good sir, because it's a blast. I
Oh
gotta
yeah,
say.
40s were great.
dude.
Yeah,
I am now
40s.
getting.
The 40s
I'm now
were
getting
great.
all of those.
They're over now. About 5 years ago.
I think we need to recruit like a 25-year-old or something on the
Oh,
show. You know?
Oh, and West of Westeros says, let's
Maybe a
start from
female
the-
perspective too.
Let's start
Yeah.
from the moment Wintermen showed up. I wanted to be a Winterman more than ever. We have come to die for the Queen.
Die for the
You know,
queen, yeah.
And that's what I've
Seriously.
always loved about the Starks, especially Ned Stark. When I
Mhm.
first started reading the book, just honor was everything to him.
The honor, yeah.
And of course, when you find
Honor
out
again.
he had this bastard child and totally out of character, how did that happen? Which was the whole mystery throughout. And, when you do find out that, Jon Snow is not Ned Stark's son, but, he made a promise to protect this kid because of
Yep.
his lineage. It's like the Starks
Mhm.
and just the Northern men are just, they're not like Ulf.
No.
They're going to do things for honor. They don't care if they get a castle or
Oh,
anything
yeah.
else. It's the right thing to do. It's
No.
the right thing to do. And
Mhm.
I've always respected that too. And I've always, all of the
Mm.
Starks from the first books were always, yes, yes. And then, you see like the Lannisters and you see everyone else is playing the Game of Thrones. And the reason Ned Stark dies is because he doesn't play that. He just does what's
Yep.
right. And that's not,
Yeah.
unfortunately, the right move for him. But it's great
No,
seeing
and-
these guys coming down and just being like, I'm ready to die for
Mhm.
our queen. That was like,
Yeah.
yes, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's that motive throughout the books and everything. That pact between fire and ice, Targaryens and Starks, is always a solid choice, And so we will see that moving forward.
Oh, he says 25-year-olds don't read books anymore. My kids do.
That's about
My
true,
kids
though.
do a little bit, but you're right. And then
But they're not 25.
not yet.
Yes.
Winter, and he says
These things
winter,
come in ebbs and flows.
yes, Wintermen sacrificed their lives to sacrifice the North next generation and women for winter. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, how they
Mhm.
talked about last season that the older, Starks and their bannermen all come down to do this because
Yep.
they're saving
Yep.
the young to push the name forward. And yeah, just so much depth and so much, history that are woven into all of these stories about, all the different seven
Yeah.
kingdoms and stuff. It's just so well done.
Yeah. And I mentioned this before we started the stream, I think in our Slack chat and everything, that Sir Roderick Dustin, who's that veteran leader of the Northern Men from Winterfell, is Tommy Flanagan. So he's been in a ton of stuff. And I mentioned to you guys that, he first got his start on Braveheart, where Mel Gibson found him somewhere up there and saw the really cool scar out on his face and was like, hey, you want a job? And so he's been in like Gladiator, Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Dave brought that up in our chat. So
Sin
yeah,
City?
it was, yes, he was also in that too.
That's
I
right.
loved him. He was perfect for, I know when he came on screen as the leader of the Northmen, I was like, yes! I was so excited. I was like, it's him. So yeah,
Hey, when you got a guy that's like made for the role.
he totally is. Like he plays tons of these type of roles. So it's
Mhm.
chef's kiss, perfect.
Oh, yeah. Was so well done.
Mhm.
And then we didn't
Absolutely.
talk about, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
Just
and
so
Alex,
you know,
if you don't know, we
We
drink,
drink
when,
on absolutely.
on absolutely. That's right.
oh, and West of
job.
Westeros says, I only remember two names, Chris and Doug, I believe. I'm Keith, and
Hey!
the other Walter White twin is Dave. And what's your all's favorite part? Mine was Larys snitching so fast. Obviously, loved Winterman's Run. But I mean, that was so well done. He knew he had to save their lives somehow, and the only
He
way
did.
to honestly do it was to be like, we're worth so much more alive because of who he is. Don't kill us here, or you're going to lose out a lot. And that was just quick thinking on his feet, like he's done, the last couple seasons to kind of get into, the king and, start having a little bit of influence. So I really like that too. But
Yeah.
man,
At the same time, that's why I thought that Jace would live at the end, because he's worth something. They could trade him,
Mhm.
But no.
Yeah.
but remember, I mean, this is pirates. They don't care about. They're like,
True
just
that.
kill him. He may come back to haunt us later, so we don't want anything coming back. They took him out. But
Yeah.
we didn't talk about the final battle between, Corlys, the sea snake, and her when she ends up
Oof.
fighting her way through, throwing the
Oh
Lannister
my
in
gosh,
his
when
armor.
she rammed her ship into them, I was like,
Yep.
no, she is not. But yeah, of course she did.
Well, that ship
Yep.
was built for it. You see the
Oh,
head
yeah,
it had on
the
the
giant-
front. Yeah, just
Mm-hmm.
I was
Yeah,
not a
and-
fan of her. I was happy when she met her fate.
Yeah. When Adam of Hull took her out, I was like,
Right.
yeah, good job.
The multiple drowning sessions. To try-
Yeah.
Nope, that's not working. Stab.
now for those of us that
Yeah,
didn't
seriously.
read the book, who else thought the sea snake was dead?
I
When He
did.
fell in. I certainly did.
Yeah. You could probably, watching this episode, think that. But don't
I
worry,
was-
we'll see
No,
No,
more.
no,
of
we saw him
Corlys.
again. We saw him again. They
Mhm.
showed him like
Oh,
on
when-
some rocks. I was like, oh
on
my
the
God,
rocks.
he lived.
Okay.
I was
Yeah.
pretty shocked by that.
I must have
But
missed
yeah,
that part. Good.
it was
He does
nice
live.
seeing his son, who, what a great conversation too that they had earlier in the
Yeah.
episode, where he's like, well,
Yeah.
I already broke it open, so you're going to drink or whatever. And he's like, I can't say sorry enough. I did this. I'm sorry. And he goes, still not a
Not
name.
enough for a name.
And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, dang. He's not just going to be like, oh, thank you,
Yeah.
sir. I'm glad to. He's like, he's still mad. You've neglected me and my brother for all these years and, giving me a little whiskey and talking to me ain't going to change it. But when he saw his dad in trouble, he did the right
Mhm.
thing. I mean,
Yep.
he like just went right after her and, ended up, as Dave put it, she got what she had coming. And
She did.
it was a really great scene, especially when he's holding her like underwater and then bring her up. She had to have been exhausted, and he just finally put the end to it. I was like, oh, thank God. But still, so much carnage, so much craziness. That whole battle of the Gullet is almost, a metaphor for the entire series. Who really wins?
Yeah.
So
very
many
much.
people
Yeah.
die. So much is
Yeah.
lost. It's like,
Mhm.
the sea snake lives, so maybe, he thinks, hey, I won the battle for you, but everything's gone, especially with that,
Yeah.
Sheepstealer coming in and blasting everything apart I was like, man, I am so glad that the shows kind of stick to how the books are, because they are unrelenting. Never
Yeah.
get close to a character. Never,
To a point.
to a point.
Yeah.
Never get overly
Mhm.
think who's going to win, because man, one little mistake, and that's what is so great about George's writing. You make one mistake, it costs you your life. There isn't
Yeah.
usually a second chance.
That
Yep.
reminds me of the Prince Oberyn versus the Mountain fight.
Yes. He
He
thought
had
he
him
had won.
done.
Yeah.
He was
Yep.
done. But he had his pride.
Yeah,
That's
that
pride. Yeah. 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 Well, the one thing you can assure yourself on with at least the Knight of the Seven Kingdoms is Dunk and Egg. You can rely on those two.
Ah, Such a
and-
good show.
100%.
Don't expect that from this.
Yes.
Do not expect any of that in this.
Oh, and
the 9 kingdoms.
Set your expectations.
The
Yeah.
9 kingdoms, by the way.
Yeah.
west of Westeros, Alex says, please tell me you have watched the behind the scenes on HBO. they made 2 huge life-size ships, and the actors had to use them to
That's
act.
awesome.
I did see that.
That's
and
awesome.
That's
Yep.
why it looks so good.
Yep.
And that's why it
does.
worked so well, because the actors were actually on ships. And you
Oh,
could
yeah.
tell
I
by
am-
the way they were moving and handling things.
Yeah, I am always a fan of practical. Do practical as much as humanly possible. It's good for the performance. It visually looks stunning. And yeah, if you limit the amount of CGI and stuff that you have, it's more realistic for the audience to get into it. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that definitely shows. Great.
It's like-
Yeah, great information, Alex.
For me, it always you. It's like a feeling when you're watching it. It's like when you know something is physically there, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, and sort of like brings you into it even
Mhm.
better. And what's funny is earlier in the day, yesterday, I was watching the new Silent Hill movie, and was not good.
Oh no.
I was hoping that it would be
Wah,
because
wah.
I liked the first one. The second one was terrible,
Yeah.
and I really thought this one would be better.
But the guy who did Weapons do Silent Hill,
Yes,
the new one?
that's the weird part.
That is
It
weird.
was so terrible. There were so many moments that you could tell.
Man,
It
that's
was,
sad.
and this is huge studios behind this, by the way, big studios.
Oh yeah.
That's
There were
probably
so
why.
many moments that you could tell that the actor or actors were in front of a green screen. Like it was just so noticeable. Or they would have,
Ugh.
or maybe they couldn't bring somebody in for a reshoot, and it was clearly a digital creation.
Yeah.
Like very clearly, it looked like, and I'm like, okay, I get this is based off a video game, but you do not need to give us like a literal
Yeah.
video game actor in here. So being able to then see those practical effects and see the real ships there in that show in House of the
Yeah.
Dragon that night, oh my gosh, it was a breath of fresh air. I loved it.
Yeah. And it shows you that people actually care about this project too, that the creatives are really putting their all into it, which makes me invested in wanting to watch the rest of this and support it too. And support
yeah.
HBO.
Now let's talk about the poor queen. Because not only was she locked in a room, she
Oh,
lost
that
her,
queen.
she
Okay.
lost her second son.
I thought he was
And
talking about
she's
me.
about to find out what she thought, about what Alicent had offered her isn't happening. And of course, she doesn't know that Alicent really meant it when she said it, and that her plans went awry.
Yeah.
I mean, when all of this comes together and she finds all this out, cannot wait to see her. Like, she's going to become Daemon.
Oh yeah.
And just
She's
not
gonna go on a
care
revenge
and
mission.
oh yeah, she's gonna go crazy. West of Westeros says, I don't appreciate y'all's awesomeness. You mean I do?
I'm assuming sarcasm.
Oh, or a typo, yeah. I can't wait for Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Oh yeah, season 2.
Oh yeah.
First season. I
Same. I
still
love that show.
Get like
My
chills
favorite of
just
the Game of
thinking
Thrones.
about him marching
Ugh.
into the Game of Thrones theme, saying,
Oh man.
"I will fight for Sir
Yeah.
Duncan." It's still just
Oh, man.
chills. Perfection.
Yeah.
To this day, that is still like my top reel on Instagram. People are still liking it, commenting on it. I'm like, this one clip that I had out of all my stuff, that's the one that keeps
That's the
producing.
one.
But
That was a
it's
show
an
of-
amazing scene.
It was a show of extremes because the first 3 shows I was like, I'm not sold on this at all. And then it
Yeah.
ended up being like a 9 out of 10. It was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, they really stuck that. Yeah, they did such a good job with that.
Oh, and he did
that
say
show.
that was sarcasm. The don't appreciate y'all's
I figured as
we
much.
we
Nice.
appreciate that,
Yeah.
young man.
And we do
George R. R.
appreciate
Martin is
sarcasm
not
here,
happy.
so-
Yes,
Yeah, I heard that.
He is not happy with the showrunner from House
I
of the
read that.
Dragon, and I don't know. I don't think anything has come up yet that he would necessarily disagree with. Obviously, Sheepstealers who bonded with it is a little bit different, but I think
Yeah,
it still feels very George R. R. Martin-esque.
it does.
And
Nah,
I don't know. I'm worried now with him coming out like that. I'm worried about, if not this
Yeah.
season, is next season going to take a dip in,
In
quality?
viewership, do you think like maybe he's turning the diehard fans and like, oh, it's different from the books?
No, I'm worried he's
Well,
distancing
yeah.
himself from it because the quality is going
Oh.
to drop off on the show.
Yeah, it
I
could
don't
be.
know. I hope not.
I mean,
I hope not either. And it should be wrapping up within the next couple of seasons. There's really not a whole lot left going on. So there's going to be some major things that happen, and
Mm-hmm.
we'll see. But yeah, I remember the first season he was heavily involved. George R. R. Martin
Oh,
was,
yeah.
and he was very much on board. I love that season, and I don't know about you guys, like, but season 2 for me, I didn't feel was as good. I feel like it was a lot of setup and everything, and I really do think that this episode should have been the finale of last season. This should have been
You
the
know what? Remember,
Yes.
season 1 was 10 episodes, and last season was
Yeah.
only 8. So I do believe that
yeah.
this was supposed to be the season
And it
finale
feels that
to
way.
last season. It really does feel that way because, man,
hmm
that final scene with Jace basically sinking under
Mhm.
the water, I was just like,
Yeah.
oh,
Well, you know what they like to
That-
do with Game of Thrones shows? They have the
A nice,
series,
easy.
the season finale actually one episode before the season
Yeah.
finale. So
Yeah.
if this was episode 9 of season
9.
2, right?
And 10 would have been the wrap up. Yeah.
10 would have been the wrap up. So I wonder what
They
next
do
show's gonna
like
be
to do that in Game of Thrones shows.
They
I've
do.
noticed that.
The
Yeah, they
Red Wed-
follow that same format for A Night of the Seven Kingdoms too. Yeah,
But
they
I mean,
usually do.
If you think about it, if they wouldn't have given us like a calm down episode after the Red Wedding, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
how many people would be like, "What
Yeah.
the hell am I watching? What is this shit?"
Right? hmm
And West of Westeros says, I'm not going to lie, A Night of the Seven Kingdom was hell yes. Yes, agreed.
It was.
Oh my gosh! yeah.
Agreed.
I've watched through that entire first season 3 times now, just because
Yeah.
I'm like in awe of what a great job everyone did on that
Yeah.
show. It was just a simple story, just a tournament. It all took place during one tournament, and just the world-shattering event that basically happened at the end of it was just perfectly set up. And thank you so much. He says, share your support for the channel live stream. Give a thumbs up. Appreciate
Mhm.
that, West to Westeros. He says, do you all have a Discord? We do not. We do not have a Discord. We've thought about
We talked about it a while ago, and I did create one, but I haven't done anything with it. It's literally just like the account and everything. But yeah, we do right now, like all of our internal discussion about all the different movies and shows that we watch and break down and review and everything. We kind of have it on an internal Slack channel. But yeah, if we get enough people that would be interested in carrying on these discussions with us, then I would not be opposed to moving all of that over to a Discord. But yeah, if we had enough people, I'd be for that.
and plus all of us do have full-time 9 to 5 jobs. It does
Yeah.
take a little
It's true.
little key extra
Yeah,
time
we
to
would
keep
definitely
it up.
have to have somebody to like moderate it and all that.
And I was
But
going to
you
ask,
know-
does West of Westeros, isn't that where Arya was going at the end of Game of
It
Thrones?
was.
It was.
Yes.
That's west of
Yes, it
Westeros.
was.
Have you seen her?
And originally they were gonna do a whole series about that too, but I don't think it ever made it. It didn't get greenlit.
I'd watch it. I thought, like I said earlier,
would
I
too.
thought Arya was the best story. In
Arya
Game of
was the best, and yeah, I would.
Oh my
watch that
gosh,
too.
yes. Yeah, definitely.
But if you guys
don't-
want to see us doing more on this and doing Discord and all that kind of stuff with both of our channels, definitely like, subscribe, share this with a fellow nerd,
Yes,
because
definitely.
that's how we can make this a full-time thing. If we don't have to work our 9 to 5 jobs, we can devote ourselves to making this kind of content, and I would love to do that. I know my buddies here at Not Your Status Quo would too. So please support us by liking, subscribing, and sharing. It's absolutely free.
Absolutely.
It
And he
doesn't cost
does-
a thing. It just takes a click. It's easy.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
It's definitely free to you, and it helps our small channel out tremendously. And he does say, West of Westeros says, hence I'm trying so hard to promote that. Yes, we appreciate
Yeah,
that.
I would love to see it too.
Yes.
And Brian Mulheron is on the chat, and he has a W exclamation point. I do believe that is letting us know that the mighty Detroit Tigers beat the New York Yankees tonight. So thank you very much, Brian,
Oh.
for that.
All
We
right.
appreciate
New York
I
that.
don't want to
team
hear
got
anything
beat.
about the weekend series, by the way.
Oh,
I don't hear
you
another
wanna-
word about
You
it.
want to talk about? No, we won't. We're
No.
we're not going into sports ball tonight. We'll talk later, Dave. But we talked about Rhaenyra and her grief. I think Aemond or Daemon is definitely going to exploit that to get her to escalate this war even more, because we know the Battle of the Gullet is not the end. It's going to increase. We know soon after this, almost all the dragons are gone, and we've seen, dragons dying pretty frequently.
Yeah.
And we also know that it sounds like Aemond is going to be traveling to Harrenhal, where Daemon is. And I think we talked about this last season. I want to see I want to see those two go at it, because they are.
It's going to be epic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. And, you know, Aemond is a very shrewd tactician. You know, he's doing all these things to gain power. You know, what he did to his brother, getting him injured. And then, you know, now he's out of town. He sits on the Iron Throne. He doesn't hesitate. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He didn't just sit there because it was comfy. It shows that he's now in power. I mean, he's...
Yeah.
Alicent
Aemond is a direct mirror to Daemon. It's like, and to see those two clash, which I believe will probably be the finale of this season, or at least... How many episodes are we getting this season? Are we getting 8?
8. Yep.
8.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it might be the finale of this season, and if it is, that's going to be awesome.
I'm kind of, I am surprised, but not surprised, because that seems to be the way all streaming services are going now, where they limit it always to like 8 episodes. I wish it was a little bit more, though. You know, I hate sounding like an old head, but like I remember when you would get 20, 25
plus
30 episodes. And you know,
Smallville every year, 22 episodes.
Weirdly enough, the same thing is happening with anime too. For whatever reason, anime, like each season would be 20, 30 episodes, and now it's been lowered to 12. Like at most, you get 12 a season.
Yeah.
And so like you can actually see
Piece.
like season 1 will be 30 episodes, season 2 30 episodes, season 3 56 episodes, because it was an extra long story. Season 4 12. Oh, what happened? But yeah,
well, Sierra showed me One Piece, and they got thousands of episodes.
Oh yeah, we're well over 1,000.
That's its own beast, man.
Yeah, I'm never gonna catch up
It's
to
still
that.
going on. Hasn't ended yet. Yeah, I always feel like the story should dictate how many episodes you get instead of locking it into a certain 8 episode thing. I hate that that's where we're headed, but I know it's probably like budget constraints, having them like, you know, really focus on the dollar amount, which sucks. It's like, this is a creative endeavor. It shouldn't just be all about the money.
Just tell your story and tell your whole story, no matter how long it takes or how long your episodes are.
Yep, exactly. And with digital media, that's easier than ever to do.
Yeah.
Oh, and Chris's wife says, my
Or
limited
Dave.
exposure to Doug, but I think she means Dave,
Probably
has really made me think I need to finally watch Smallville. Now, I am not as big a super fan as Dave of it, but I borrowed Dave's
I loved it.
Blu-rays
Yeah,
and
we would
DVD,
watch it every week.
and where I lived at the time, I lived in Kalamazoo, and we didn't have a CW station, so I never watched it when it was actually airing, but Dave let me borrow the Blu-rays, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was much better than I thought it was going to be, because I looked at it, I thought it was like a teen drama, and I thought it was just, oh god, they're exploiting Superman.
Oh, it's way more than that.
And yeah, it was.
Right.
100% it was. That was my thoughts before I watched it, and I was like, oh right, this is darn good. And you know, the theme song.
And you only got to watch it 12 times to catch up to me.
That's right, only 12.
Only 12, that's all you're at. Okay.
Because what, 10 seasons at like 22 episodes? Yeah, that'll take me a little bit.
221 episodes to watch.
I know. It's not like there's new content coming out like bombarding us all the time right now.
Do y'all watch
Yes, From. I
Yeah.
watch it. I love that show. And I like it. It kind of a little bit reminds me of Lost, but a lot scarier. And I'm really hoping when they finally finish it up, From sticks the landing more than Lost does. But an amazing show, highly recommended.
What is it on?
It's the guy from Lost, isn't it?
What's that?
Dave keeps talking over me. It's the guy from Lost, though, right? He's doing his arm.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Harold
Starts with
Pirano.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the main character. He's the sheriff in it. But the premise of it is these people get trapped in this small town and they can't get out. And so everybody from around the country are on these road trips, and they all meet at this like one road that has like a log in front of it, and they see some birds, and all of a sudden they're stuck in this town and they can't get out. They drive and drive and drive and just keep coming back to the town. So
Is
it's
there
about
like a
them
bubble
trying
around it?
No,
it's not
no
under the
bubble.
No,
dome.
it's not like that.
It's
Okay.
not under the dome, which I
It's
think
not
was a
under the
Stephen
dome.
King story.
Yes.
But Stephen King loves From too. He highly
Really?
recommended it too,
Okay.
and that's one of the reasons I checked it out to begin with. So
What is it streaming on?
I think it's MGM that it's on, but it is coming to. Oh, honey, it's going to a different streaming
Is
service.
it going to Prime? Because I know they do a lot of work with MGM.
I
because
think
Spider Noir
so.
premiered on MGM and then went to Prime like a week later or something along those lines. I've seen ads for From, and I can't remember. I thought it was
I know.
Hulu for some reason.
It's going to Prime. Yeah,
Okay.
it'll be
That's
on
what
Prime.
I thought. Okay, as soon as you said
Which is-
MGM, I figured that would be the case.
Yeah, so we had to get a special thing to MGM Plus to watch it to begin with and everything. So I think once it goes to Prime, it's going to get a ton more exposure,
Probably.
and people are going to be picking this up. It is phenomenal. I can't say
I'm
enough good
going
things
to have
about
to
it.
check it out. Back in the
Definitely.
day, I was a huge Lost fan.
Yeah. Oh, you would appreciate it then, very much so.
You were
And it's
lost?
definitely one of those shows that is good for like the fall time, whenever it's spooky season.
Nice.
So
Nice.
yeah, definitely check it out.
Yeah, it's a shame that they never, ended Lost, that it never got a final season. Yeah, man.
I
that
know,
was
right?
good.
You know,
Yeah.
Never knew what happened to any of them.
it
It's
was
like
so-
Star Wars. Why would they leave that hanging out there without a 9th episode? That doesn't
I
make
know,
sense.
crazy.
one
Well,
day.
the Emperor dies at the end of
True, that
episode
is
6.
true. So, like, who
They resolve the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They resolve the story.
I still remember with Lost, like, it was a great first season, and then they're like, oh, we're popular. They started just, here's a bunch of new mysteries, and we're not solving anything. And then
Yeah.
they're like, okay,
Yeah.
we're ending it after season 6 or whatever it was. And the writing got really good again. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is going to end well. And then that last season hit, and I was like, oh, man. For the love of.
Pete.
Oh, and he says, I can spill the beans and tell you a website that's free for TV shows and movies. Want to know the free web link? I mean,
I think
I'm
I
all for
know
it.
the one he's talking about because
Would we get in trouble for saying it on the air?
Well, we're
I
not
if
promoting
not-
doubt it. Yeah,
you
we're
just
not-
keep
we're
it
not
in the
promoting.
chat.
And I wouldn't. I would almost. I'm curious if it's the same thing that you use, Keith.
Yeah, I west of Westeros, I have a IPTV subscription, and I get a lot of things for my totally legal contract with
I
the
know.
provider.
Yeah. So how
Imagine
much Rick and
if
Morty
you
have
will.
watched this year?
Yeah.
How much what?
How much Rick and Morty have you watched this season?
I watched the first episode so far. Hey, I was gone.
I'm
I
still
was at a
catching
wedding
up.
this
I've
weekend.
been
and,
watching it at work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I didn't watch
Imagine
this
if you will.
weekend's.
There's a streamer
Alright.
service that is VPN free, and you can watch things from around the world. And oh yeah, so yeah, he's
Oh,
he has
says
another.
I have IPTV as well, but I have another. Well, nice. Yeah, let
and
us
I think
know.
that
West
I
of
know
Westeros.
exactly what he's talking about because
Alright.
I may or may not have it.
I am a scallywag. I sail the high seas and I use a jellyfin.
Yar. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me.
Unfortunately, I think I am going to have to get a new VPN because I did get a strongly worded email from Spectrum for
Spectrum.
downloading Sonic the Hedgehog 3 of all movies.
Oh my god!
My gosh.
Really?
Paramount's coming for that Doug money.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah. Look out.
Yeah, but back to House of the Dragon.
Whoops.
Oh, is that what we're
obviously,
talking
Little
about?
tangent time.
What are we
there.
talking about
a little
today?
bit tangent-y.
Mhm.
With what we were talking about with Daemon and Aemond, I think Harrenhal is going to play a significant role in the rest of this season
Mhm.
because with Doug's favorite scene where Alicent convinced her son to go to Harrenhal, and they shared a
Oh,
shared a
man.
tender moment between mother and son that
I think it was more of a moment for him than it was for her. She looked.
Oh, Yeah.
That was
God,
all.
that's deep
Aiden.
Yeah,
Anyway.
her eyes were open and darting around like, what the hell is happening?
Right.
She's
Yeah.
probably
Like,
like,
I guess
I mean,
this,
I
this does
heard-
happen in this world. I guess.
Yeah. And
Anyone
that
else
was
waiting?
not
Targaryen.
in the books.
was anyone
So-
else waiting for them to throw a kid out the window because he saw it?
No, wait. Chris, did you say this is not in the books?
That was not in the that kiss was not in the books.
Why did they do this?
I know, that's why.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
yeah. That was never a part of the book, so.
No,
And if you guys haven't
man.
read the books, it's kind of like it's these two characters that are kind of retelling the story. It's like a High Septon and I forget the other characters. He's like
Was it the High
dwarf
Septon
guy.
that was pulled out of his bed and almost beheaded? Was he the one telling the story?
maybe.
That'd be
But,
funny.
yeah.
I'm gonna say that he kissed his mom.
But it's two guys kind of retelling the history of this time. One of them takes it really seriously, and the other one like jokes and tells you like all the seedy stuff that happens too.
I think I remember reading back when season 2 aired that the reason why they made the show was to sort of consolidate all the stories and create the
Yeah.
actual canon story, so there wouldn't be any question. And I remember reading yesterday that one of the big contentions, I guess one of the reasons that George R. R. Martin was unhappy about it so far was because they left out Nettles, which is,
Nettle,
I guess, the original character that was supposed to be riding Sheepstealer. And West of Westeros Alex actually mentioned Nettles earlier in a super chat, and yeah, so I was wondering about that, and I ended up looking up more about her. And from what I understand, she's not actually in the books very long.
No.
So I'm assuming that they made that cut so they didn't have to introduce a new character just to like kill it off.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. I don't
True.
actually know the reason why, but
And-
yeah, George does not seem very happy about the.
And just so
the
you know, West of
scrapping that character.
Westeros says, "I'm tired of y'all. I wish I was there hanging with you." Yes, we could be nerding out together. You sound like you would
Yes,
fit right in.
True.
You're
Yeah.
a little young, but you would fit right in with us all.
Young,
Oh,
compared to me and you,
Mhm.
not the other
yeah,
two
yeah.
guys.
And Melissa says, "Gnarly, uncomfortable kiss." That really was.
Yeah, it was.
And the fact that
Yeah.
Aemond didn't seem to notice that his mom was like kind of creeped out by the whole thing, and he
Of course
like
he didn't.
he
He's
was
so
like,
in his
"Oh,
head.
yeah, that's
Jeez, oh, Jesus.
I'm her number one."
Is it
son."
weird that I thought she was more attractive after the kid? No, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Dave!
Yeah, Dave, that's really
Yeah.
weird. We'll talk later.
All right, right.
Anyway, Dave, I got some really great anime to tell you about.
Oh my god.
All right. Giggity.
Oh, and
Well,
by
I
the
gotta
way,
go, fellows.
West of Westeros did say he
Chris
was
is like,
from,
I don't know what I
he
got
was-
in here
He
tonight.
was born in Japan, and I think he said he wanted to talk more anime too. Or tell him about more anime. Tell me more about anime.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
this story, Ice and Fire, oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
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 But I think getting back to the story though, consolidating characters like that's something that they do in most every single adaptation from a book
Yeah.
to a movie
Yeah.
to a show and things like that.
And they
Happens
did it in
all the
Game
time.
of Thrones a lot because there
Oh,
are
yeah.
so
You
many
had
characters
to.
in Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah.
They
The
cut out the
average viewer.
entire storyline of Catelyn coming back, so
Yeah.
I kind of wish we had that though.
Oh, me
I would
too.
have loved to have seen that.
What was her nickname again?
Lady River or something. Yeah. Trying to
Yeah.
think of the name.
something like that.
Iron Throat. Oh my god. Yeah. I can't remember. But yes, back to this, and I'm so happy the Winter Wolves showed up because that's gonna, a shift of power because I got a feeling,
Mhm.
Daemon and his group, while him and Aemond have a
Stoneheart.
battle.
Lady Stoneheart.
Lady Stoneheart, yes.
We're old. We trying to
Yes.
remember things. Can't even remember what I had
Yes.
to eat earlier in the day.
Yes, and only call you young because I'm 55. I will be turning 56. And you
Also,
definitely have the nerd.
If it makes you feel any better, he calls everybody young.
I do.
so-
He does. Calls
That
me
is
young man all
something-
the time. I'm
Yes.
like, at least somebody thinks I'm young.
right. he's looking directly at the gray in my beard, calling me young man. I'm like, oh, thanks.
Hey, he calls
My
me
back
young
hurts.
man, and I'm only 3 months younger than he is. So,
You're younger,
yeah.
young man.
Still younger. Still younger.
Don't,
Yeah.
don't you dare question your elders there, Dave.
Elders.
All right. I'm sorry. Sir.
That's why he leads the
lost-
show.
I lost my hair first.
That's true. Oh my God. I was at a wedding this weekend and like all my buddies were there that I grew up with. Every one of them had hair still, some more than me. And we're driving away and my wife's like, why do all your friends have more hair than you? And I'm like, I think it's because I wore hats a lot. And she's like, oh, okay.
Just wear
Yeah.
hats all the
She bought it.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wore hats a lot as a youngster, and of course, both my grandfathers were bald.
And
That might have
Westeros
something to
called us-
play into it.
Called us old farts. And yes, that's true.
That's right.
Drink
That's
water,
right.
change your socks, and if you're still whining about it, take 2 ibuprofen. Yes.
Or smoke. Is that what that next one is? The puff of smoke?
I believe that's a toot. Old farts.
Toot. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Back in my day.
We wore an onion on our belt because that was the style at the time.
That was the style.
Get your fat ass back here.
Get your ass back here.
There's some popsicles in my basement.
You know, there was one change that I read that they made. I guess supposedly in the book. Again, I have not read the accompanying book for House of the Dragon or books. I guess I don't know. I
Fire
haven't
and
read
Blood.
that book.
It's one book.
It's one.
One book? Okay, I have not read Fire and Blood. I do want to, but I read an article stating that apparently the huge battle with the ships was supposed to include all the dragon seeds. But the reason why they decided to change that up and take those 3 and move them over to Harrenhal was because they couldn't make sense of the fact that Jace was killed with that many dragon riders. So they were figuring that the confusion wasn't enough. And I guess between the 2 alternating stories, one writer says that it was one of the scorpions that took down his dragon. Another one says that the dragon got wrapped up in like lines from the sails or whatever. So what the way they've decided to retell it in House of the Dragon is, yes, it was a scorpion that got him, but also it was because of all the confusion from Sheepstealer, which I not having read the books, I'm okay with that. But I wonder now if I read the way that they put it in the book, would that change my mind? Would I think that the book version is more impressive?
I feel like it was a little jarring for me seeing, them up in Harrenhal and everything, Ulf and Huel up there. But yeah, I think that they did. I really liked how they did in the show because, yeah, it does. Like I mentioned earlier, it shows you that the dragons are not controlled completely by the Targaryens, which is something that you don't get a sense of in the book as much. So I think for that story, yes, it works.
Yeah, they constantly push that only a Targaryen can control the dragon. It's something special about the Targaryen blood or whatever.
Yeah.
So how's the story end?
Like...
Is this when the series is over? Are we going to have all the dragons dead, or how far?
I don't think so yet. Because
close to it. To it. It depends on how far they take the show because it does go like the book goes into what happens with like the next generation, who sits on the throne a little bit. So that's how it kind of ends. I just don't want to spoil for anybody right now.
Yeah. But West of Westeros says the book, many things that happened ahead of time when SOS and Triarchy were coming. Ramirez, I think he means, Rhaenyra's kid, or not Rhaenyra.
Yes.
Rhaenyra's kids were captured.
Rhaenyra's.
A fight battle was not expected. Captured with the eggs. But that did not happen in the show.
Yeah.
So I wonder if we're going to see that maybe next week. Or
maybe next week. Yeah, I was expecting that in this episode too, because the kids, the 2 younger kids, we saw last season.
Daemon's and Rhaenyra's kids.
Aegon the 3rd or whatnot, and I forget the other kid's name, but they both are supposed to get captured at this point, and Rhaenyra thinks that they're dead, so she doesn't know that they're alive at this point, and it's like, ugh, and that comes back later on too.
Then we'll probably see that because they need one more thing poking her to really drive her to a murderous rage. Because not enough has happened to her up to this point.
No, not at all.
Yeah. She hasn't gone through enough.
And when he says, yes, Dance of the Dragons, guys, books, okay, won't spoil. Well, and it's funny too, because every time I take my kids to like Barnes and Noble, they have that book like sitting up in my view, and I'm just like, oh, I want it so bad. I want it so
Yeah.
bad. And I keep like debating. I'm
Yep.
like, I want to read it because I know there's a lot
Yeah.
more info in the books, just like, all
Mhm.
the, a Song of Ice and Fire. But I keep saying too, I'll wait till the show's over because I don't want to ruin anything. But every time it's just peeking its little head at me like, Keith,
I know.
come read us. There's so much good info
Right.
here. You're going to love it. And
So after last season, I got the audiobook for Fire and Blood, and that's what I listened to. And the audiobook is incredible too. So if you guys want to listen to that, and it's something I can listen to while I'm at work as well. And yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I feel like it's not spoiling. It does spoil a lot for the show. You know exactly where it's going, but at the same time, yeah, they are tweaking things, making things different. So it's still very enjoyable.
yeah, I may have to because we do know that season 4
Mhm.
is coming next year. We know we're getting A
Yeah.
Night of the Seven Kingdoms season 2 and House of the Dragon season 4, which
Yeah.
will be the last season of this all next year.
Nice.
Mhm.
And maybe I will
Good.
read it
Mm.
after this
Yeah.
season, before season 4 comes out.
And yeah, Keith, usually I'm right there with you too. I like to read the books after I've watched the movie or the show because for
Mhm.
one, you're not as pissed off whenever you're watching the movie.
Yeah.
And for two, it only adds to the story if you're reading the book because there's so much material that they cannot incorporate or adapt
Mhm.
into live action or a movie or a TV show.
The only parts I was happy that I read the book of Game of Thrones. I was very happy.
That's
I read the
him,
books before.
Mushroom. It is Mushroom. Yep.
Okay.
But
That was one. The Septon was the one narrator, and Mushroom was the other.
Ah.
And he was the funny one.
But like a few things, like everyone I was working with at the time, this was pre working with Dave and Doug here, but I still remember it's like I had read the books and I'm like, everyone's talking about Game of Thrones on Monday. Yeah. And I'm like, and I'm like, okay, Ned's going to be killed probably like episode 7. So I can't wait for that next Monday.
They spoiled it for you?
No. I had read the books,
Oh,
but I didn't
okay,
spoil it
good.
for them. I'm
Keith
like,
was spoiling it.
Okay,
no,
good.
I didn't spoil
okay,
anybody.
Keith was spoiling
I was
it.
just like, I can't wait to come into work Monday morning after that happens because everyone's gonna be, and it's
Like,
like,
"Hey,
I
guys."
just walk in and they're like, "How? He's
Yeah.
the hero of the story." I'm like, don't get comfortable with anybody.
Don't get
Because-
attached.
Yep.
Yeah,
And then of course, then
especially
when the
if
Red
any
Wedding
Game of
comes
Thrones
up,
shows.
they're like, "Is anything else coming up that's gonna be crazy?" I don't think so. I think it's
Yeah.
all pretty. And then it's like,
Oh,
how did you not tell?
If
I'm
you
like,
like the character and they're honorable,
Yeah.
don't get attached to that.
No.
Yeah, they're not
no.
gonna make.
Nothing good is going to come out of that.
Anything else in my little notes? Oh, I wanted to talk about Kristen Cole too.
Oh,
Man.
okay.
Oh, we see him for a moment.
Yeah, we do
Yeah.
see
Painting
it,
his shield.
Still depressed.
So depressed.
which understandable. You see a dragon just burning everyone around you. I get where he could be a little upset, but man, you talk about a character that has, fallen so far. It's almost like I am waiting for him, like a redemption arc or something to come up, like him to step up and do the right thing and become this honorable person or do this thing. I don't know how it's going to go, but just seeing that scene where the guy's like, you're his knight commander. You should be, like Ned Stark always said, you swing the sword. If you,
If you pass the judgment,
yes, if you
should
pass
be
the
one to
judgment,
the
you
sword.
swing the sword. And he was just like,
Yeah.
go ahead and do it. I don't care. I'm busy. I got
yeah, he's checked out. Clearly, he's not an honorable character, though. We've seen that time and time again in the show.
100%. But I wonder if he'll get a redemption arc that kind of brings him back into
Don't
the
hold
fold.
your breath.
Okay, well, I could see.
Looking at Game of Thrones, I hated Jaime Lannister at the beginning, like the first 2 seasons, and he,
Yeah.
he's one of my favorite characters by the end. So
Mhm.
I love how they have the characters on these shows just go through big arcs like that.
Yeah,
I think
And,
it makes him more human that way.
Yeah,
Oh, it does.
yeah,
Because
that's
there's-
true.
It's more gray area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And West of Westeros does say Mushroom was a key character. And Fatherly Fandom agrees. At least make a cameo of the character in the show. Let's hope that happens.
That'd have
And
been fun
Melissa
to see.
says Cole doing arts and crafts in the forest while discussing how everyone becomes animals eventually.
Animals eventually.
Right.
Very zen.
Maybe
I
that's
wish I
his
never
redemption
read the
arc
books, so
right
I
there.
wouldn't have options.
You know, I
Yeah.
understand where you're coming from. As a huge Stephen King fan, I have been more often disappointed
Huge.
than impressed by. They do have some good movies, but if you've read the books, there's always so
Oh, yeah.
many changes that they have to make because
Yep.
Stephen King is such a. His writing style is very unique, where he adds so much dimension to what is going on. This is what the person smells. This is what they see.
Yeah.
This is what it feels like, and it may be sort of surreal. In fact, he's said that some of his best writing came from when, and I'm not promoting this, but when he was on drugs. So,
Oh, for sure. When he was
said,
on drugs,
like-
he wrote some of the best stuff.
yeah. So
And
yeah,
that is my
watching-
favorite writer of all time too.
Yes.
So yeah.
So
Stephen
his
King
characters-
does a great job of making every character
Yes. Yes.
so thick, and no one's paper thin
Mhm.
in any of his books. And we kind of saw that happening in the Welcome to Derry thing, where they made sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
Everybody-
praised that show too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Welcome
the
to Derry
first
was
episode
fantastic.
they developed those kids in that first show,
Yep.
and then they were
Yep.
gone by the end of the episode.
That is completely Stephen King right there.
So much
straight
Stephen- yes,
out of the
it
books.
really is.
He does not spare the children. So that's true.
No.
I can just hear like one of the writers like, what if we kill them kids?
Yeah. I killed them kids.
After we gave them this
Um,
big background and we told you their whole life story, let's kill them off right away.
Right, yeah.
And West of
Well,
Westeros
back to
says
Hot D
Rose-
for a second.
Wait, Rose Red was my favorite Stephen King. Rose Red movie
4-hour
was 4
movie.
hours long.
Oh yeah, that's right. Didn't they put it on TV as like a TV movie or a miniseries or something like
I
that?
think so,
Sounds
yeah.
about right. I think so. Yeah, but
Which,
back to House of the Dragon. One thing I did want to mention is
Mhm.
you guys remember when they showed Hightower and Alicent sent the message to her brother there?
Yeah,
Ormond Hightower. You get to see the blue dragon. That's Daeron
that's
Targaryen's
right.
dragon,
Yes.
which we haven't seen on the show yet. I thought for sure we
Mm-hmm.
were finally going to get to see him. They teased him last season too because we saw this blue dragon in the sky at the end of the.
Mhm.
I think the
We
finale.
saw a dragon with blue eyes.
Oh yeah, yes we did in Game of Thrones. Yeah.
Sure.
So I'm guessing, like, I know that they've cast the character, so we'll be seeing him soon. So, and he's the youngest of the Greens, the youngest Targaryen of the Greens.
Mhm.
Cannot wait. She clocked that message with at.
With AT.
Aegon Targaryen.
Aemond Targaryen.
Aegon
Oh.
Targaryen, yes. Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Yep. Oh, she did. There was a big AT
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the note. You're right. Yep.
She did.
Yeah,
This
it
is
wasn't
from
Aemon's
the
message. It was Aegon.
king. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Or so
should
it
say.
was AT. You could argue that she was just writing her own name, right? So she's Alicent
Alicent,
Targaryen.
yes,
Yeah.
that's true.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
Could be
yeah.
Alicent, could be Aegon, Aegon, could be Aemond.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
I mean, how many
Plausible
Aegons do they
deniability.
have?
Like
This is one of the
5 by end of it.
1,700
Yeah.
Aegons we've had in the last 100 years.
Yep.
I did like too when the messenger guy arrived and Ormond. I was like, get this man
Yes.
a bath and get him.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
I like that character. I wonder if I will at the end, though. Usually, if I like him at first in the Game of Thrones, you probably aren't going to end up liking him.
There's
And,
exceptions to that because you liked.
Oh yeah, Ned Stark. I liked him all the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, you didn't really have much long to like him for.
Right.
I was head over heels for him. So
Oh, I was too
Whoa.
when he got killed in the book because I thought
Yeah.
until his head was off, I was like, Bruce Willis is
Mhm.
going to swing in and save him.
Hero.
There's no way they're going to kill this guy. Then I'm like,
welcome to the party, pal.
I finished that chapter and just set the book down and was like,
Yeah.
good God, I can't believe that just happened. I was like,
Well, that's enough of that.
Physically, yeah.
That was George R. R. Martin kicking your door in, screaming "No fairy tales for you,"
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
walking out.
seriously.
Oh, you think
Well,
Ned
George
Stark's...
R. R. Martin based all this on like English monarchy history and everything.
Yeah, like the War of the
so- and-
Roses.
yeah, so all of this, like, you can blame the English for. You know?
Yeah.
That was a terrible empire.
Oh my gosh. I mean, just going back and sorry, quick tangent time, but if you've read anything about uh old British history, how the entirety of that island was broken up into like 4 or 5 different little kingdoms
hmm
and it's like you think of now today how you've got full countries and it's like but back then it was
Yep.
like a little city
Yeah.
was its own country and you had kings
Yeah.
fighting with each other which and at the
Mhm.
time kings were more akin to like a governor or something like that. This is my
True.
land, this
Yep.
is my giant house and all of you have to do what I say.
hmm
I think in
very
a
true.
past life I was a mighty king because I like people to do what I say.
Is that why? Okay.
He was the Burger King.
Nice. Burger King marries the Dairy Queen.
Oh, and West of Westeros asks, what's your thought on the Green Man appearance? We did talk about
Yeah,
that a
we
little
talked
bit
about that a
before you
little earlier.
joined.
Yep.
Because, we had seen it in Daemon's vision last season and we saw it again
Mhm.
right before
Yeah.
the witch showed up to talk to the 3
Oh,
newbie
right.
dragon riders. I was like, okay, that's
That was
definitely
creepy. I loved it.
creepy.
Makes
but
me wonder if the witch
foreshadowing,
is
too.
connected to the Greenman. It's like,
It definitely
Ooh.
seems to be that way because both times
Yeah.
when she was talking to Daemon in Harrenhal, the Green Man was there, and then she
Mhm.
shows up here to talk to the Dragon Riders, and he's there too. I was watching the episode last night down in my basement. It's all dark, and I was like, oh, whoa, okay, yep.
it's
Okay, I
like a
remember
little
that.
horror story in there.
It like freaked you out. It was like Welcome to Derry again, where you think you're watching a normal show, and then all of a sudden they throw some craziness in it.
Yeah.
I'm envisioning you sitting in the dark in your basement in front of the TV, knees up, and got a blanket around your shoulders.
Yeah.
What was that?
A little bowl of crayons to nibble on.
Right. And if you guys don't know, the Green Men were charged with protecting that sacred place, that forest area and everything. And it says accounts vary on their appearance. Old tales claim they have green skin and horns, while maesters believe they simply wear green clothing and antler headdresses. So we'll see how the show actually.
What were the little kids that were
Yeah.
trying to
The
stop
children
White
of the
Walkers?
forest.
Children of the Forest,
Okay. Are they related in any way to the Green
Might
Men?
be.
I think
All
the
right.
Green
Be.
Men came first, and then the Children of
Oh.
the Forest, if I remember that correctly, because they did explain it. in
Chicken
one of
and the
books.
egg.
Yeah, chicken and the egg. And West of Westeros says they are changing the story narrative so these creatures might have a White Walker's feel.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Some people think that the Green Men are crossbreeds between humans and the children of the forest too. So
I can see that. I can see that.
we'll see about that. So
I've got a question for the book readers in our little chat here. So we were briefly bringing up the idea of like magic existing in this
Yeah.
especially like in regards to how long some people live, but is people using some form of magic, is it more prevalent in the book that this show is based on, or like
I think
I'm
it's about the
curious.
same. And at the beginning of Game of Thrones, magic had kind of left the world because the dragons were dead and everything. And then that meteor star and everything
Mhm.
heralded the beginning of magic again coming back into the world.
Yeah, I remember that being kind of a thing that they had mentioned, and that's why like whenever anything magical happened, like for instance, the guy believing in the fire god and then coming back to life, everyone kind of like hand waved it, like, no, that's
Yeah.
not, that doesn't have, there's no magic in here. So I'm wondering,
Yeah.
like, in the world of Westeros, is there any sort of, or is it all just smoke and mirrors?
Oh, it's definitely not smoke and mirrors. There's definitely
Okay.
magic that
Yeah,
exists.
we saw that
in
in
that
Game
universe,
of
for
Thrones
sure.
with the Red
Uh-huh.
Lady.
Mhm.
Yeah, and Stannis's ghost or whatever killing Renly
Yeah.
That was complete magic.
I mean, it could have been ninjas.
Well, the ninjas that came out of the Red Lady, or the Red Witch. I mean, and that was quite a scene.
Oh, it definitely was. And in west of Westeros, our friend Alex says the Green Men are a legendary ancient order tasked with guarding the Isle of Faces
The
and
weirwood
its sacred
trees. Yep.
weirwood trees. Formed thousands of years ago, they are the silent, magical caretakers of nature and... He might be typing.
I think he ran out of text.
Yes.
And yeah, we did see the weirwood tree that Daemon actually touched and saw all the premonitions of the future from the last season with the witch that was right there too. So in
which was
Harrenhal.
why he was so quick to change his tune and bow to Rhaenyra.
Yep.
Yep.
You guys make me think of Radagast the Brown
Radagast the Brown
from
With the
Lord of
bird
the
shit?
Rings.
Oh yeah.
Yes, covered in bird shit. Yes,
right down the face too. I'm like, can't you just wipe that off every once in a while, Radagast?
he could, but he's not gonna.
I know.
He could, but he's not good.
When it said, and the pact that ended the great war between the first men and the children of the forest.
Yep.
Be right back.
All tracks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sweet.
Look on Twitch and see if anybody's commenting. Nope.
Yeah.
Okay, back to YouTube.
Come on, Twitch. Let's get engaged.
Let's go.
Can we get
let's
some
go.
raids from other channels onto Not Your Status Quo?
One of these
That
days
would be
we'll,
nice.
we'll be rated again. But yeah,
We
you gotta
haven't
feel
rated
bad.
in the past.
You gotta feel bad for Alicent too. I mean, she
Oh yeah.
ended
Well-
this war basically. It could have been over, saving thousands and thousands of lives. Instead,
Yeah.
Aemond.
Instead, she had to make out with her son.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Aemon is probably the Green's most dangerous weapon, but also
Oh, yeah.
the
For sure.
biggest liability. He's like both. He's a lot like Daemon, like you were saying earlier. He
Yeah,
is
he's
the
the mirror.
mirror of Daemon, and it's great.
Yeah. All
Here's
that recklessness
one
and
eye.
wanting for the throne and the savage brutalness of the character. Yeah, and they look alike too, which is not, I think, coincidence. So
Oh, and West of Westeros says, sorry, I'm useless info. No, you're not. That is
no,
fantastic
not
info.
useless at all. It's great info, and it really helps the channel. And this is what community is all about when it comes to all the nerds out there that we're talking to, and why we want to encourage as many people to take part in the chat, because there's so many insights out there. There's things that we're not going to think of and cover because we all have gaps, and you guys help fill them out. So thanks, Alex, for all that.
Yes, exactly.
Aemon wanted to vote,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'll have to go get another drink here in a second.
Yeah, really. Well, should we rate this episode? I think we're kind of. I think we've
So.
hit all the major points of
That's
it.
probably almost back.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Should I wait for Doug to come back or just go ahead?
Yeah, just go ahead.
I'm just gonna go ahead. I watched the recap and I needed like a 25-minute recap because it had been so long between the seasons that I forgot a lot of stuff that happened. And this jumping right in, and this was a nonstop episode. This was everything. It was, battles. It was just continual. Did not drag at all. Like, Night of the Seven Kingdoms did in the first few episodes. This obviously was a story that's already going, but it was full throttle all the way through. And we know that I like that. And I found that one moment kind of creepy. I'm not going to deny that. But I can't even say enough about this episode. It was so good. It was a way to get you right back into the story in season 3. And now I'm waiting for the next episode. I wanted it immediately. So I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. Way to knock it out of the park to get back into it.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
Woo!
And I just want to tell you, West of Westeros says, you tell me if I go to a bar and I tell a hot chick about the Greenman, she ain't coming home with me. Ha ha ha.
The
second
right
she
girl.
sees my
The
long
right girl
claw,
will come home with you.
she's going to be like Dayline episode. Let me tell you a little, before I get to my review of this episode, let me tell you a little story about me back at college. and
Oh,
we
no.
were up. I played softball with some
Uh-oh.
buddies, and we would always go up to the bar, and we
This
were
is
playing
being recorded,
trivia.
Keith.
Yes, I know. We were playing trivia one night, and we always went to Buffalo Wild Wings in Kalamazoo after the games, and so I knew everybody who worked there, and they had, Star Wars trivia before the Phantom Menace came out, and I actually scored a perfect 15,000 on
I'm so
NTN
proud of you,
trivia
Keith.
for Star Wars trivia.
Nice.
And I remember walking up to get another beverage at the bar, and the bartender who knew me was like, "That was you, wasn't it?" And I said, "It was." And I'm like, "How many chicks?
You know
think
it, baby.
How many chicks you think I'm pulling out of here tonight with that?" And she's like, "The same as every other night, 0."
Oh my.
Nice.
Burn!
Oh, man.
Wow.
I laughed the whole way home. That was so great. Of course, alone, but I still laughed. It was still good.
Laugh cry.
Laugh, cry.
And West of Westeros says, "You guys are cool beans. Look forward to friendship." Us too.
Aw.
Thank you so much for joining
too.
us. Thanks for keeping the chat
Yep,
jumping.
definitely.
We always appreciate
Love it.
that, and we definitely always looking for new friends. So thank you so much.
Mhm.
We'll try to get a Discord together. And Doug did let you know we have Facebook, Insta, Threads, X, TikTok. If you
All
can
the
follow
socials.
us all there, we'll try to get a Discord
And-
going and
You see you around the
engaged.
border?
yes. But now to my review, which, yes, I love this episode. It was so, after last season, and I'm not saying last season was bad in any
Yeah.
sense, but man, it was like, it ended. Now a war's about to start. I'm like, I gotta wait for now? Oh my gosh, I was so,
2
I know.
years.
2 years. So disappointed.
Gosh, man.
And this
Yeah.
just jumping in and just racing off the tracks from the get-go with everything they built last season coming into just everything that happened, just craziness. And of course, no good ever happens for anyone in this series. You do something meaningful or think it's the right thing to do, it's going to cost you 90% of the time. And I'm glad that hasn't changed. You want the characters you like and respect to live and do the right thing, but they never do. And you have characters like Aemond and Daemon who are just crazy and do whatever they want, are the ones that live because they're taking advantage. And just seeing that all play out just is so incredibly satisfactory, so satisfactory to watch it and see it and, understand. You're not going to be able to guess what's going to happen in these series like you can a lot of others. And it's just great. And the acting is just, everyone on this show is just incredibly talented. And it just shows conversations like between the Sea Snake and his son. So much going on that was unsaid between them two and all being conveyed through their body language and stuff. Just off the charts, exceptional. And like Dave, man, this episode ended. And I was like, it's going to be a long wait till next Sunday because I need some more House of the Dragon.
Oh,
I won't use the acronym.
so excited for Sundays now, though.
Yes. Sundays at 9:00. I know what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be giving my
right?
kids, turkey and wine at like 6:00.
All that tryptophan.
Yep. But yeah, I'm with Dave. I'm giving this a 9 out of 10. Just, I was enthralled from the moment. I mean, this was an hour and something episode, and there wasn't a phone moment. There was nothing that stopped me from just being completely overwhelmed and engulfed in this episode. So good.
All right, guys, who's next?
All right,
Sir
I
Douglas.
suppose I can go. I also loved this episode. I thought that it started off right on the right bat. I wish that there would have been a little bit more in terms of a recap. I mean, the little bit that was there beforehand, I guess was fine, but I was thinking as I'm getting like reacquainted to these characters, trying to remember where we last left off, I was sitting there thinking I probably should have rewatched season 2.
Same. Yeah.
Because I was so lost. There was so much of a space between it. And I know that that's so common for streaming shows nowadays. There's like years in between. And, I suppose it is now that we know that this is just how it's going to be, it is somewhat on me as a viewer to make sure that I'm, rewatching, getting myself, up to speed on what's going on. But like, I feel like that shouldn't be the case. I shouldn't have to sit there and like watch a YouTube video and everything just to get prepared on where we last left off. Thankfully, I started it. I was like, okay, I don't know what's going on. Went to YouTube, watched a recap thing. It's like, okay, that's right. Went back, watched the episode. Thoroughly impressed. I mean, so good. And the thing that we spoke about earlier with the practical effects with like the ships and everything, that is something that I am always looking for in movies and TV shows. I mean, that was one of the things that I was talking about, how impressed I was with the sets on Fallout, how like amazing all the vaults looked, how realistic the actual built real power armor is. And then we're talking about the previews for the new Superman movie that's going to be coming out. The actual suit that they built for Lex Luthor is an actual physical prop. So I love whenever they do stuff for that, for movies and shows, where they realize that not everything is going to look great on, on a Valium or on green screen or, using digital effects. Sometimes you need the physical thing there. And yes, we can't literally hatch dragons, but those looked really good. Those are, I mean, they are improving in that, in the graphic, the computer 100%. Graphic technology, seriously. But no, I mean, fantastic show from start to finish. Yes, I was grossed out at the end there. Feel like if that wasn't in the book, maybe we didn't need that. didn't need to put that in the show. I feel like, there had to be like that one weird writer that's like, and I'm gonna make them kiss. No.
That's HBO, baby.
I'm gonna make them kiss. Yeah, mama and son. No. I'm putting it in the show.
Why did we put Cletus on the writing staff? Cletus.
You know what they say?
Right, so...
Some folks will never eat a skunk, but then again, some folks will. Like Cletus, the slack-jawed yokel.
Local.
Oh, and Thespian Palpatine followed us on Twitch. Thank you so much.
Nice.
We have a Thespian Palpatine? He's a good guy, Palps.
Hey,
man.
Good guy Palps loves plays.
I love it.
Look at the bubbles, Anakin. Anyway, have I ever told you about Darth Plagueis?
Who shows up at the end of Alkalite, and that's it.
Right. But yeah, no, I loved everything about this episode. I thought it was fantastic. I mean, what a way to start everything off. I think I was expecting a little bit more out of the whatever that battle was in the field, where we just saw all the bodies and the dead lions and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I do understand that a lot of the budget, a lot of the time went into the sea battle, which very impressive. I loved it. It was worth it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I got to be with Keith and Dave. I hate to sound like a broken record, but I got to give it a 9 out of 10. It was just too darn good. I was too impressed with this. I mean, this was such a fantastic season opener. I mean, wow.
Yeah.
And I mean, I suppose that the bar being kind of low with the previous season may have helped to boost that, but
that's a good point.
By itself, because I barely remember. So by itself,
says it
was
all.
Just a fantastic opener for a season, and I can't wait to see more. I think it's going to be outstanding throughout.
Mm-hmm.
Can we go 4 for 4?
I know. Let's find out right now here on Not Your Status Quo. I mean, if you want an example of how to make an incredible opening to your season, look no further than the season of House of the Dragon, because yes, you guys are 100% correct. This episode was firing on all cylinders. We didn't have a slow moment at all, like Dave said, and the character work, the acting in this was amazing. The effects were phenomenal. I mean, yeah, they put their all into this. I mentioned it earlier. You can tell the creatives behind this are passionate about the project, and it shows. And yes, they are tweaking some things from the book. And yes, that kiss was not in the book. So for that reason, I'm not giving it a pure 10 out of 10 for this episode. But as far as
you're
season
giving it
openings,
an 11 out of 10 because of it?
I'm giving it a 20 out of 10.
Just for the kiss by itself, the only thing that I saw. That's
all you have to watch on repeat for the rest of the night. But no,
You don't hit rewind until the tears coming down her face.
I know.
That made it
Like,
worse.
oh yeah, sweet, sweet tears. I love it. That put it over the top. That's for sure. But no, this is a great setup for the season. It shows that hey, we're getting right into it, and there really is like this story is only taking off right now. We're just getting started with the war. We're just getting started with these characters. There's so much that they're going to cover. I'm really excited for the season. It's making me so excited for every Sunday now, getting to watch these with my wonderful wife, Melissa. Love you. And it's going to be awesome to get to talk to you guys on Mondays about this. So for all those reasons, I'm all with you on this. It's a broken record. 9 out of 10 for me.
Yes.
Very nice.
And we got another
Yes,
super chat from West of Westeros.
Mhm.
Kick-ass guys, thank you.
Man,
No, thank
all
you.
the super chats.
You definitely
Yeah. Thank you, good
brought
sir.
the chat, brought the chat alive, and we really appreciate you.
Mhm.
Hope you join us next
Yeah.
Monday too. We do have a comment from Thespian Palpatine talking about Rhaena. She shouldn't have trusted that stupid dragon. What an idiot teenage girl. Today,
Yeah.
say how old isn't half of the dragon because the year in the house of the dragon is 130. See, you know what though? But she was ignorant. She didn't understand that she wasn't going to be able to control the dragon. I think her heart
Right.
was in the right place. She wanted to help out her sister, brother-in-law, all that stuff, and she thought she was making the right decision. Unfortunately,
Right.
that
Mhm.
dragon has not had enough time with other humans or other dragons
No.
to know that they weren't the enemy, and it really,
Mhm.
broke down.
Not to
fast.
mention how many of them truly deep down believe that it is a blood connection.
Yeah.
How many of them are actually convinced that as long as they have a drop of Targaryen blood, that automatically equals controlling of a dragon?
No.
Well,
Yep.
it's like the whole thing with Jace when he decided to lock his mother up and go fight himself. That's
Sealed
the
his fate.
It's
Yeah.
the ignorance of youth. How
Oh, yeah.
often when you were that age, when I was that age, I felt invincible. I didn't think anything
Oh yeah.
could stop me at any time. And now, just getting out of bed stops me because my, legs hurt and stuff. But, you see that. You see they don't, glorify youth so much like they know everything. They're ignorant on a lot of subject and they show. And ignorance isn't a bad thing. You gain wisdom as you get older. But they do a good job.
True.
And she's going to feel terrible because you even saw her when she's like, stop, heal, not that.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
don't do that. No, please.
Yeah.
She was begging with Sheepstealer to stop. And
Yeah.
it was like, I'm under attack. I'm defending my rider. She's going to thank me later with, we're going to share some burnt sheep. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, she made a bad decision, but she was doing it for the right reasons.
Yeah, yeah. Sheepstealer is like a wild horse. I mean, all these other dragons too had handlers and everything. They have all those handlers that they use for the dragons and everything to get them ready and training and all this other stuff that you have to do in order to ride these things. These are weapons of mass destruction. So just being able to,
Literally,
get on the back of one and think that you're going to be an expert first try is
Jon Snow
very
did.
negligent.
Oh,
Jon
Well-
Snow had no problem.
They also speed ran those
Hey,
last couple of seasons. So.
Thespian Palpatine on Twitch says, my cousin keeps saying I'm literally a Stark. I literally have wolf's blood because I have short temper and I have brown hair and a blue-gray eyes. Do you think I would be a Stark?
Same.
It
Same.
sounds
I'd be a
like it,
Stark
yeah.
then too.
I had
That's the-
brown hair, but I have brown eyes too. But I think Stark is more, that honor above all else. You're born a Stark. King of the North. All of those things is more a part
Yeah.
of the Stark than how they look per se.
I have hungry eyes.
Yes.
I think of you and I can't. And now
I
everyone.
thought you would get a ballad here on Not Your Status Quo, but here we are.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Well, I don't know if we have any news or notes. I think we had a couple things, but not much. But
We do, but yeah, it's not much. If you want to do it, go ahead.
I gotta. Oh, we do have. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, if you want me to do it,
Don't matter to me.
I got
Go
this
ahead,
song stuck in my head now.
Hungry eyes.
But fellow nerds, we are now going to talk a little news and notes from all around the nerd sphere, the nerdverse. We're going to talk about some things we like.
As if we haven't been already.
More things.
It's all been work since this point. Now the
Right,
fun.
right. So am I doing it or you?
Yeah, I said,
Okay.
go ahead. Do it, Dave.
Okay, I'll
Hop
do
to it.
All right, here we go. What I've got, and since we don't have that much, actually we got DC and Marvel included in this. So let's go with the DC first. The first plot details for Dynamic Duo, which is it's not a movie, right? It's
It's
TV
an
show.
animated movie, yeah.
Oh, animated movie.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
It follows Jason and Dick as a duo of street rats who name themselves for the Dynamic Duo. The duo split up and Dick ends up joining Batman while Jason joins the Red Hood gang. That's the plot.
So a little different
That's the
from the
rules.
Interesting
books.
take.
Yep.
It's very different from the books. I don't know how I feel about that, but I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the animation is and see,
Mhm.
as long as they don't go Titans on HBO where they race through every
Oh.
storyline. I'll be
You know,
okay.
if you do that right, it works. Look at X-Men 97. They raced through so many stories, and it was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. That's a high bar right there.
True that.
Oh, and hold on. Thespian Palpatine on Twitch says, honestly, I love the world of Westeros. I'm a big fan. I've been a big fan since 2015. I started at 23. You know, I still remember what got me into the books. I was living in Kalamazoo, going to Western, and I had just finished the Wheel of Time books. And I was coming home for the weekend or something, and I was up at like one of the bookstores that used to be in the mall and everywhere, you know. I'm old. And I still remember I was looking through all the like fantasy books, and I was looking for something new to read, and whoever it was, I don't know who it is to this day, but thank you so much. They pointed out Game of Thrones, you know, the first book in A Song of Ice and Fire. And I remember, yeah, I'll give it a shot. You know, thanks for the recommend. And I took it home and I was like enthralled. And I remember all of my buddies I played D&D with, and they all got it soon after. And we were like all completely
That's awesome.
enthralled.
Yeah.
It's such a great story, so well written. So yeah, we definitely understand why you'd be such a, you know, big fan of the world of Westeros.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember the first. I used to listen to a lot of Slash Filmcast. I don't know if you guys know that, but David Chin, one of the hosts on that show, great film analysis critic out there, was raving about the show. So I hadn't read the books before I heard about the show. So I went ahead and checked out the show. I really, really liked it, and then hopped on the books after that, after the first season. And so, yeah, that Ned Stark reveal was surprising to me at the time. Brilliant.
And now, for
surprising.
those of you playing the home game, we have now waited as long for the Winds of Winter than we waited for all of the previous books to come out. So he's definitely setting some kind of record on waiting, you know, building up
Gosh.
anticipation for the Winds of Winter, which
Yeah.
I will be downloading that to my Kindle at midnight when it does come out. If I'm still here. Who knows when it's going to come out? It could be in 30
75
years.
years from now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember he was on a panel with Stephen King and everything, and he was like marveling at how
Nice.
much Stephen
I
King
remember
writes.
that interview.
And I'm like, yeah, George, why don't you take some of that inspiration and be a little bit more like Stephen King? Get this book out there, please.
He's like,
I love
quality,
Stephen
not
King's.
quantity.
I love Stephen King's description too, and like George is asking, like, so how do you do it? How do you actually, you know, write that much?
Right,
Stephen
every
King's
day.
like, it's my job. I
Yeah.
dedicate my
Yeah.
time to it. It's
Mhm.
what I do for a living.
Yeah.
I think George
It's like
is
with
just too
anything,
much
you
of a
just do it every
perfectionist.
single day.
Yeah.
That's who, and that can always get in the way of creative aspects for people is if they're fine tuning it and want it to be perfect before they present it to others. We were
Yeah.
just talking about Resident Evil, the writer of that who did weapons and whatnot. He says that he thinks of it like he has like a little, I think, what did he say? Like a little a little pixie or a little goblin thing. Like he imagines a little goblin thing or whatever. I might be using the wrong term there, but what he does is he imagines that and just gets it all out on the page. He's like, I don't care if it makes sense or if it ties into what happened in the last scene. I just write it all out, and then I get out the things that I love on that script, and then I'll go back and rewrite it and fix every little thing. Getting it out there, writing it, and continuing to write is how you become one of the best writers out there, which is what Stephen King does. So there you go.
And James Gunn does the same thing. People always be like, "How do you get through writer's
Yeah.
block?" He goes, "I just write."
Right? Yeah.
It doesn't have to
right,
be.
Some
whatever
people
you
just
think
like,
out,
yeah.
pick your favorites.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep writing and then go back. And if you have to trash it all, hey, you're going to trash it all. But there'll probably be a few things you pick out and you want to expound on and all that good stuff. Okay. Thespian Palpatine says, do you guys think they will ever do a Robert's Rebellion TV series? I would love to see a young Robert and Ned kicking butt.
Oh, that would be so cool.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah. You could even do like a movie of that.
I honestly think they will do something along those lines. You know, when House of the Dragon is over, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms is, kind of ramping up now because they said they could do 18 seasons. They're going to want more content. We know there's a possible Aegon's Conquest movie coming out. And I think a lot of people would be very excited to see, Robert's Rebellion on TV. See the start with the Mad King, just murdering people, Jaime Lannister taking him out and, going from there and seeing, Robert versus Rhaegar Targaryen at the Trident would just be probably the pinnacle for a lot of people.
Yeah. Yep.
You said something else too. Before I continue.
Oh, who do you think they would pick as a young Robert? Though Mark Addy was a good Robert. Well, older version, I would say. Yeah, it's always, I'm not good at fan casting. It's not a skill
be tough too.
Have. Yeah, and, they just got to get a guy that can act, that, can do all the things that need to be done, but
that's physically imposing too. You got to, because Robert Baratheon, at least from the books, was just massive.
Yes,
wielding a huge hammer.
Cersei even comments when I don't remember who it was. Somebody had asked if she had ever loved Robert.
Yeah, Ned.
And I remember the way she described him. She said, "I remember as a young girl looking up at him."
Yeah, well, it's like everybody did. So, yeah.
Okay, back to news and notes. A Thundercats movie is in the works at Warner
Thundercats.
And...
Ho!
Thundercats.
Yeah.
I added this to the news of the week because I remember loving that show as a kid.
Me too. Yeah.
And I hope they make it a good movie. I hope they do a good job. I hope it's more along the lines of Masters of the Universe. Doing a good job like that. But
I thoroughly enjoyed that movie. Yeah, so if they make it like that, then perfect. It'd be a fun ride.
Actually, the reference I'm referring to is they referred to it on Rick and Morty, which is obviously, guys, my second favorite show. Because I mentioned it so much. Chris, have you seen any of season 9 yet?
I haven't. I'm so far behind. I don't know which. I think I'm on season 7, but I am catching up right now. I watch it on my breaks at work right now,
Nice.
so
You can skip season 8. It was AI.
Okay.
It was written by AI. It was terrible.
It really?
Yes.
It just feels
They had one or two good episodes.
But they had one. They had one.
Was that
joke
the
I
switch
think I
in the
laughed
voice
at.
actor for what was it, Dan
Yes.
Harmon?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better this season. They sound a lot more like the originals, but there's an edge missing.
Yeah.
They do the voices right, but there's an edge missing.
I feel like that happens with a lot of shows after a while. The edge starts to, they lose the edge.
Yeah, and that's usually when it jumps the shark.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody gets that reference.
I do. Yeah. The
And
Fonzie.
yes, the Fonzie. So, and the last bit of news I have from the MCU, Tom Holland says that the main villain of Spider-Man Brand New Day is still very much a secret. Thanks, Tom. Didn't know that.
Yeah.
At least he's not.
At least he's not
Excuse me, sorry. At
revealing
least
it.
he's not giving away the whole thing again.
Yeah.
Well, may I,
I mean,
suggest...
it's so jam-packed with villains, so it'll be interesting to see.
And Ruffalo's in
How
this
they-
movie, so he could have blew it too, but he didn't.
Yep.
Do you think, if you remember, we heard someone's voice in the first trailer?
Oh,
One
yeah.
of our favorite actors, Keith David.
Keith David.
And,
Just because of his name, too.
yes,
right?
yes.
Yes.
But I am convinced he is playing the Jackal in Spider-Man Brand New Day.
The Jackal. Bruce Willis's character?
Who is... yes, yes. No, the Jackal in the comics is a geneticist,
Yeah, I
and
know.
a lot of this movie
Mhm.
is about
I've heard
mutation
this.
with the Hulk and about Spider-Man. And the fact
Yeah.
that we heard his voice narrating that first trailer, and we have gotten no official word on who he's playing or if he's even in the movie,
Mhm.
just makes me think he is going to be playing the Jackal, and that is the main villain of the movie that Tom Holland is talking about.
Hmm. What if he's actually the Thing from The Thing still?
That would be weird. I don't know if they have rights to that, but that would be
I
kind
know.
of cool too. You know, I'd be all right with
Because
that.
it totally was him at the end of that movie, guys. For sure.
I just hope they don't overload it. It seems like so in the trailer that we've seen, there's so much going on. Don't
Oh, so
overload
much.
it and make it yeah, don't overload it and make it convoluted.
What? It's like 2 hours and 30 minutes is
Yes.
the movie?
Oh
I think
my
the
gosh.
runtime?
Guys,
So
that
it's
is
a
so
long
much
one.
room for a Venom storyline jammed in at the very end.
Yeah,
I-
yeah.
We could
I'm-
do the Sinister Six.
No, thank you.
Also,
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you know what? If we're gonna have Jean Grey in there, we may as well. We could really do the Phoenix Saga, the Dark Phoenix
Let's
Saga.
just do X-Men versus Avengers in this
Let's
movie
just
too.
do
Let's
that.
just
Let's. You know
ram
what?
it all.
You know
For
what
like at
would
least
be
like
even
15
better?
minutes.
Keith David as Apocalypse. Let's do it. Let's make that happen.
Yeah, let's go.
No.
He would make an incredible apocalypse.
We need to bring back what's his name as Apocalypse?
Oh,
Poe Dameron. Why can't I think of his name?
you're right. Oh, geez.
Oh yeah, Oscar Isaac.
Yeah,
Yes.
Oscar Isaac.
Well,
yes.
he say that he's done with Moon Knight, or
He did
He
not.
said he's done with
Is he?
Marvel.
Oh,
He said he's done with Marvel.
I didn't know that.
He did not say
Oh.
that. He said
I thought
if-
he was still.
No, it was Disney because he's taking a stand on the Palestine thing. That's what his problem was.
Hmm.
But he's also talked about a script for Midnight Suns and that he would come back.
oh, okay,
Okay,
But
interesting.
once again, I think
I would love to see that.
We're still waiting on getting that solo Blade movie. So
Yeah.
Don't hold your
Yeah,
breath.
That's coming.
Yeah.
what will quick question for the chat out there, everyone get ready. Give us your answers. What will we get first? The Blade solo movie or the Winds of Winter book?
Oh no, that's too
tough.
difficult.
I know that is really difficult.
All four of us will die of old age before either one comes out.
I was gonna say
Yes,
it's a
we will
trick
be
question.
well.
We're not getting either.
Yeah. Not in our lifetime.
50 years when Blade comes out, it's still going to be
Mhm.
Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
And then
Prove me
the
wrong.
day after that, they'll finally announce Fallout 5.
Yep.
Yes.
There you go.
Oh, finally.
You're like, all right, are the guys from Not Your Status Quo dead yet? Oh yes, they are. Let's go.
All right,
fuck.
yeah.
Been ready all this time, but we
We are
Been
so sick of them
waiting.
talking trash about our stuff.
We're announcing it, and the game is now available to play.
Yep.
Those guys are finally gone. I did
Yeah.
read
Yeah.
that.
We completed it this time. That's right. No day 2 patches.
Well, they had so long
You
waiting
would
for us all
hope.
to die. They
Yeah,
worked out all the
I know.
bugs.
They've been tweaking it for years out of spite. So
But, I did read that Microsoft, who now owns Bethesda, has pretty much said they want them to focus on Fallout and Elder Scrolls games. I don't think they were too
Oh.
happy with that space game
That's
they came
hopeful.
out with.
It wasn't good.
But the Star Wars mod people built off it was supposedly incredible.
Oh yeah, fantastic. I watched some gameplay of that, and oh my gosh.
Is that all the news and notes, Mr. Dave?
That was all of them.
Wow. All right.
Well,
okay.
We do got a couple. Should we find somebody to raid tonight?
I think
TG's
we
still on?
should. Yeah,
He is still on.
young man, we should.
All
Who you
let's
calling
see
young?
here. We've
You,
got
my boy.
Thank you, sir.
let's see. TG is still
You're
on
welcome,
for
young
now, but I
whippersnapper.
imagine he won't be on for much longer. I don't remember.
It's terrible gaming to all you laymen's out there.
I don't remember who this Mela Bunny is. You guys have this person in your list?
I do not.
Oh, apparently playing Super Smash Brothers, and only has 3
Ooh.
people on.
You know, I heard they did Mario Galaxy, the movie, because they want to kind of get into Super Smash Brothers
heard
for some of
about
the
that,
future
yeah.
movies.
Well,
Which I saw that movie, and it wasn't as bad as people were saying it was. My kids loved it.
My kids loved it too, but I do think it didn't have quite the story that the first Super Mario Brothers movie. I enjoyed the first one a lot better.
Yeah.
This one was a lot of, hey, we're here, we're there, hooray, let's go and stuff. But I still enjoyed it. It wasn't like terrible by any stretch of the imagination.
No. Yeah, I definitely think it's more trying to set things up. But I love Star Fox. I was very excited for Star Fox, and
That was cool.
By the way, I wanted to set the record straight on the Isaac thing. I don't want to, say
Oscar
something that's
Isaac.
not true. Oscar Isaac. He
No
won't work
fake
with
news, Dave?
because of the Jimmy Kimmel thing.
Ah, okay.
oh,
All right.
okay.
He says he doesn't support fascism, but he's still open to returning.
Neither do I.
If they check the fascism. I'm just reading off the article. So there
No,
it is.
that makes sense. I mean, for those of you out there that don't know, your fellow nerds, we were also we kind of drew a line there for a while. In fact, we were in the middle of reviewing the
Alien Earth.
what do you call it? The Alien Earth show, and we didn't complete it specifically because
Probably
of that.
for the best.
Yeah, we took a probably for the best too, but still,
Dodged a bullet.
like we went so far as to basically sort of avoid any and all Disney, Star Wars, all that stuff for quite a while, at least until they sort of walked back the Jimmy Kimmel thing. But still, in my personal opinion, I'm not speaking for the channel here, just in my personal opinion, I still feel it wasn't enough. The demands that we had put forth that we think would have been reasonable were for them to not only reinstate Jimmy Kimmel, but we really needed to see proof that they were going to stand for free speech. I haven't seen that yet, and that's a little disappointing that you can have the chair of the FCC actually using his political power to. Not a fan of that. Personally,
Not a fan of that either. And I really think that eventually we need to have somebody in office that will kind of break apart these large corporations and things like that, especially when it comes to the media outlet.
I'm pretty sure we learned in grade school. I'm pretty sure we learned in grade school that monopolies were a bad thing.
Bad thing, right? Yeah.
Question mark?
Sounds like someone who lost at Monopoly all the time.
I can never buy Boardwalk.
Oh man, me either. But especially with like Lucasfilm, I really would love for it to branch off from Disney and become its own thing, because it really has gone the other way from what George Lucas intended Lucasfilm to be in the beginning.
Yeah.
He was very fed up with the large film studios and everything, and the corporations and the board meetings that were designing the films, which is kind of where we're going with all of the new movies coming out and things like that. It's like
it feels
written by committee, and we do not need that.
Studio executives should not be involved in the creative process in any way.
No.
Because all they do is come in and say, you know what's popular? This. You should put it in your movie.
Yeah, you should have a gay robot in your movie. That doesn't make any sense.
I still was shocked when Kevin Smith was talking about that and why he stepped away.
Yeah.
We need a gay robot in your movie. That's not even possible.
Okay.
And why?
Right.
Yeah.
so robot.
I always think about like him writing the Superman script from back in the day. Like, we're gonna put in a large spider in there that they're gonna fight. It's like, okay. Yeah. It's like, it's gonna be really cool.
They're going to be in Mordor. It's going to be awesome.
And they ended up putting it into like Wild Wild West too. After
yeah,
that,
they did. The
same
mechanical,
producer.
yep.
He did.
That was it. Yep.
All right. Well, let's raid Mellow Bunny.
Mellow Bunny.
All right, wonderful. And for those of you out there wondering, what are those fellow nerds talking about? Well, raiding is something that we can do on Twitch. It lets us kind of keep the party going, so to speak. So we may be done talking. My throat is sore. I'm running out of absolutely drink here. But
Same.
we're not quite done just yet. We're gonna go ahead and ship you off to your daycare. I mean, to another channel, and we're gonna see what Mellow Bunny is up to, and I'll go hang out with her. But obviously, we cannot do quite the same thing on YouTube. But it doesn't mean that we don't love at least 40% of you, statistically speaking. It means that we love you even more. And so, if you love us, make sure that you like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends. Go check out Fatherly Fandom and subscribe to his channel and share his videos with all your friends. But most importantly, we want to hear from you. We had a fantastic time tonight. So get in the comments down below, and we'll see you next time right here at Not Your Status Quo. Hey, fellow nerds, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you want to see more of this stuff, make sure that you check out our Twitch stream. We try to do these live Sunday or Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Keep an eye on our social media to find out when you can join in live and chat with us during these live streams. Also, as usual, don't forget to check out our other social media. Add us at Twitter, comment down below, and we'll see you next time right here on Not Your Status Quo.